Excuse me. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. And as you can hear, maybe, I finally got my voice back. I'm still sick. Like, I still feel it a bit, but it's nowhere near as bad. But I'm still, like, sick. I'm still quite sick. Just been trying to quarantine inside my room. Not really go out anywhere just because I feel better, but I'm still exhausted. But my voice feels better. Things are better, but I'm still sick. So yeah, I don't know what I got, man. I don't know what that virus was. Whatever it was the craziest virus that I've gotten like in a hot minute. Like usually if I get something, it lasts like a week, you know, maybe a week and a day, but this one was like going on a week, 2 weeks. No, it's going on like, yeah, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So crazy, still coughing a little bit, but like I said, I'm all right. I've been kind of quarantined in my room at this point, but I'm okay. I can still work out of here, but I really can't do much else. Otherwise, I'm going to be giving people sicknesses. So I want to say shout outs to everybody here. Appreciate everybody coming through and sticking with my sick self. And let's get into the shout outs, then we'll get into everything else. Big love to Dior, man. What's up, Dior? Welcome. Shout outs. I know you were watching my video before. I didn't want to try to time it. My video took way longer than I thought it was going to take to render. Like HDR video takes forever to render. So that's what happened there. Like if I want it to be like an HDR. So yeah, it always takes longer to render. So I don't know. I got to switch something up a little bit. Shout outs to Justin with the $3 dono coming in. Shout outs to Justin.
I found out that caffeine is making me tired and bored, so I'm finally taking the steps to quit it for good. Also, 2026 is going to be great for Switch too.
Yeah, caffeine has different effects on a lot of people, but it can give you that initial rush that you're looking for, but the caffeine crash comes later. So yeah, that's something, and everybody's body's different. Some people's bodies react a bit differently. But yeah, if it can definitely affect you in the ways that you're talking about. I'm not a big caffeine person. I realize that caffeine is not great for me a long time ago, so I don't drink a lot of coffee or anything with caffeine. I will have it every now and then, but it's on, it's very, sparse in terms of when I have it, and definitely not when I'm sick like I am right now. Give me 1 second, guys. So yeah, I'm just getting over the last bit of the sickness that I have. I should be good in the next day or two. I think I should be pretty much wrapped up with this thing. But yeah, this is the craziest one that I've had. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the $3 dono. Striking the first Ninja Blood. Becoming the Ninja Stream Hokage as well. Anybody does 3 or more, you can be with man Justin, the top of the board. Big love to Justin. Big love to General Zamora. What's up, General Zamora? Party Man is here. The 2026 arc. What controversies will be in 2026? The new arcs. They're going to happen, man. Potato. What's up, Potato? Welcome. 777 OG, double OG. King Tree Freak is here. Welcome. What's up, Dan X64? Yeah, I'm recovering. I still feel like I sleep way more than I usually. Like, usually I need about 6 hours of sleep for me to feel good. I've been sleeping for like 8 to 9 hours and still feeling kind of tired overall. I don't need any suggestions either, guys, for what to drink or what to take. I already know I've been drinking tea and ginger and all that, so I don't need any suggestions, guys. Trust me. My wife's a nurse and I'm a kinesiologist, so I already know what to take. So it's all good. So I don't need any suggestions. I've already been doing all that. So, but I appreciate it though. But I've already been taking all that and doing all that. I'm recovering and I'm getting past it. I'm not in the sickness. I'm in the last stages, but the last stages can be kind of like when you're feeling better, but you just need to get that last bit out. So I'm okay. I don't need any suggestions. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Let's see here. What's up, Westside OM? What is good? What's up, Ego Maniac? What is good? What's up, Johnny? What up, Viz? Welcome. What up, everybody? Dane Gonzalez. What's up, Dane? Welcome. Let's see here. Anything over a couple days is brutal. It was, yeah, this one was brutal, man. This one was it zapped my voice, it zapped my energy, I mean, like, I was coughing like crazy. You know, like, this was not just a simple cold. I don't know what I got. I think it was either some form of COVID, or it was some form of strep, or it was influenza, but it wasn't just a simple cold. A simple cold lasts me about 3 days, 4 days, tops 7 days. But this was definitely something a bit crazier, because it was wild the way that it attacked my system. So yeah, definitely crazy. Let's see here. Well, just tried StarCraft 2 in the Void. It's a pretty weird story plot. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've played StarCraft 2 anytime recently, at least. We have the Mario Tennis Backlash arc. Oh, yeah, that's definitely coming. We have preemptive arcs. Like, VGC already put out an article saying that Mario Tennis Fever has to undo the damage that the series has done, like the Mario Tennis games have done. So, yeah, we already have preemptive backlashes to before it's even out, you know. Apparently, Mario Tennis Aces did damage to the brand overall. So, yeah, we already have people writing stuff already at this point. So, yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be the next thing. Yo, shoutouts to Anonymous fighting Party Man and destroyed him. Hey, yo, we gotta put it there. Look at Party Man getting absolutely destroyed by Princess Peach.
Shout out to you for a fantastic year of entertainment. Your streams and videos helped me so much with long work hours.
Yeah, man.
Can we get some Skyward Sword music?
Thank you so much. Skyward Sword music. Thank you so much to whoever that was. It was an anonymous $50 dono. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's get the main menu from Skyward Sword. I appreciate the big $50 dono, getting us all the way to 53 on the board. Multiple combo breaks and extensions. I'll go as long as I can. I think I'll be able to go to 3 hours today. But guys, I will try. My voice is a little wavering, as you can tell. Like I said, I still don't feel great. I just feel I feel a lot better, but I'm not 100% recovered from the sickness here. But like I said, I gotta quarantine myself, because this is when it can be the most contagious, is like right now and at this point. So I really can't do too much of going outside or anything like that. But man, I really feel appreciated and blessed by you guys. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I really appreciate that. Let me get this next track. All right, here we go. Some Skyward Sword music. Thank you for the JoJo's as well. I appreciate that, guys. 50 on the board, 53 combo breaks. Let's play that overclock as well. 7 combos away from a 1 hour extension.
Overclock Buster!
Thank you for that big tip, Anonymous. You are the top elite ninja, stream ninja. Anybody that's 50 or more, you can beat them out. And of course, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request in there, and I'll be more than happy to play your track. Big love. Yeah, I'm not 100% yet. Like I said, I'm not 100%. I still kind of have a little bit of Brittany Griner voice going, so still have a little bit of a cough and mucus. So yeah. The last Mario Tennis was great though, a little light on content, but stellar game. Yeah, I mean Mario Tennis has more content. Mario Tennis Ace doesn't have more content than the previous Mario Tennis games. But I don't know, like sometimes it depends on who you talk to. Apparently the Mario Tennis games from like the N64 or from like GameCube have like a bazillion hours of content, and the newer ones have absolutely nothing in comparison. So I played all them, but I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Mario sports games. Clearly, I have no idea. So yeah. Let's see here. What's up, Yak Diesel? Welcome. Good win by your team, Sunday Night Football 2025. Yeah, it was a pretty good win. Niners defense is absolutely terrible, though. Terrible defense. Like, legitimately terrible defense.
Also, I got a huge Christmas haul. My family has me feeling the love. I got pre-orders for Re9,
nice,
Pokopia,
nice,
Pragmata,
nice,
and 007 First Light, all Switch 2 game key cards.
my man,
rolling on the floor
is game key carded out, but you're all digital anyway, though, right? So, shout outs to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono. Combo breaks on there. 4 combos away from the hour extension. Let's go. What's up, Bad Scent? Welcome, man. How you doing today? Hey, I appreciate that, the cool guy. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, voice is still crackling a little bit. Any guesses on how the video game industry will be in 2030? I have no idea, but I don't think it's going to be too far away from where it is right now. If you look back 5 years ago, it's not really too much different from where it is right now. Outside of the Switch 2 is, here, but it's still the same systems in 2020. It was, but I guess Xbox is completely bowed out, but it was already kind of dying even in 2020, with the Xbox One. So yeah. Let's see, the story mode in Fever reminds me of Mario RPG. It looks really cool. Yeah, the Wii U Mario Tennis was was sincerely very weak. Otherwise, a huge fan of the series. Yeah, the Wii U. I agree with the Wii U Mario Tennis game. That definitely had a lack of content and was not very good. But in terms of the recent Mario Tennis games, so from like Mario Tennis Aces, really, and the one on the, I think, was there one on the? I don't think there was a Mario Tennis game on the 3DS. Was there? Let's see, people in the comments of that VGC post were saying Mario Tennis Aces is a great game, so I guess people turned a new leaf, LMAO, but Aces was always good. Yeah, I think because Aces got a bunch of updates and stuff like that, so I remember, I think I played Aces near the launch of it, but I know there was definitely some updates that made it better. But yeah, the gameplay was good in Aces. It's seen as like the best Mario 10 or the best Mario sports game on the Switch 1, from what I understand. And I think it sold the best too as well. So there's also that. Let's see here. But what's up, the Great Wall? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Shout outs to the Great Wall. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the support today, like always, man. I really appreciate that. 4 combos away from that 1 hour extension. We got some cool new shows that we're going to be doing in 2026 that I'm finalizing and some updates. So look out for that. I'm going to be announcing it on our New Year's stream, which should be coming up this week. So I'll be announcing some of those new shows and new stuff that I'm going to be test running. We'll see. I mean, if it ends up sucking, then we won't do it, but I'm going to try it. J Views, what's up, J Views? Welcome. I just wanted to recover. I wanted to do it beforehand, but my voice isn't completely there, and like I said, I'm still not 100%, I'm still not 100% recovered from this whatever COVID, morphed, strep, influenza. I don't know what I got, man, but whatever I got was, like I said, it was gnarly, man. It was like, I ain't never had anything like this in my life. This is the worst that it's ever been. So, yeah, like I said, I'm still, like I said, I'm sleeping like 8-9 hours. Like, man, it's crazy. I never sleep that much. Like, I never really sleep unless I like exercise and work out really hard and I'm busy all day. Yeah, I can sleep that long. But if I go to sleep on time and I just wake up 10 hours later for what? Like, that's not, I usually, so that's how you know it's like the sickness kind of getting to me. Like I said, I'm definitely getting people sick in my house, so I'm contagious. So it's not been a good past couple weeks for me, guys. I'll be honest. It's been rough just to get things, but I'm not trying to put pity on myself or like woe is me. I'm just letting y'all know, man. It's been tough just to operate. I've been coughing all night. Like I think that's one of the reasons why I sleep longer is because I've been coughing all night. So I've been taking medication though, guys. I've been taking medication. I've been drinking the tea. I've drank 1 million cups of the ginger tea and all that stuff. I've been taking my medication that I got. So I just gotta tough this one out. Just let it really pass through. You got the flu. I mean, I've gotten the flu before. This hit way harder than a flu. Because, like, with the flu, I don't lose my voice completely. Like, with the flu, I've gotten the flu before. I didn't lose my voice. This one, I lost my voice. Nose all jacked up. Super, like, jacked up throat, man. My throat was feeling like hell. Crazy amount of coughing. Like I said, nose all plugged up. Tons of mucus. Chest pains. Headache. Like, it was crazy. Crazy. This was worse than a flu. Let's hear. What's up, Max Only? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. What's up, Yoshi? Shout outs, man. I appreciate you guys. What is good? Nah, Mario Tennis on the Wii U. That one, you couldn't even play with your friends online. The online in that game was jacked. Hey, what's up, Paul Gale Network? Shout outs, man. Welcome. How you doing today? Big love to Paul Gale. Big love to Paul Gale. Finally, gaining necessary antibodies for the cold strands varied at times. Time your body actually fights it until it meets the right one. Yeah, that's probably what it was, man. Because like I said, I instantly knew when I got sick. I literally instantly knew. I tried to rectify it by, by washing my hands and trying to do medicine after death. I tried to do that, but I knew exactly when I got it. I was like, oh, I messed up. I messed up. But like it instantly attacked my throat. It was like about 2 weeks ago, the Thursday 2 weeks ago. It instantly started hitting my throat where I felt like I was like I couldn't like swallow properly or like eat food or whatever. Like it just instantly there was something attacking my throat. And I'm like, oh man, I got sick. Oh, I messed up. I knew I messed up because like it was literally instant. As soon as I got back from Walmart, and I just didn't properly sanitize because I was in a rush. We were hurrying, we were doing things, and it instantly hit me. So I knew I was messed. I knew I was screwed. As soon as that happened, I'm like, oh no, here we go. I just didn't know it was gonna last as long as it did. To be honest, I didn't know. So. Let's see here. Hey, OJ, sounds like you're feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better than what I was. I'm still contagious, and I'm still not feeling great. But I mean, I'm better than what I was. So, I've been quarantined in my room for the most part, in my house and in my room. So, I think I got my boy sick too. So, that's not good. He's been having a runny nose and stuff out of nowhere. So, yeah, I've been quarantined to just my room and his room, but just mainly my room. So yeah, it's been trash. What's up, Gaming Mariner? Welcome. How you doing today? Mario Tennis Ultimate Smash on Wii U was not good. Oh well, little features, only one real stage, different types. Was also no good. Online was bare bones at best. Roster was okay, but not great. Yeah. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, that was ultra crusty. Shout outs to Psycho Pie. Just got back from urgent care, caught the flu day after Christmas, shaking my head, just gave me like 5 different medications to take. Yeah, I didn't go to the hospital or nothing. I mean, I think next time if this happens to me, I think my wife is going to force me to go to the hospital or quarantine at my mom's house or something. So I don't think I'm going to be allowed to get sick again. My wife was not happy that I got sick during the holidays because there's a lot of stuff going on and she needed help. So I wasn't able to give the type of help that I would usually give. So yeah. That was rough. Let's see. Ultra Smash is go. Yeah, Nintendo dope. He's just joking around. Let's see here. Hey OJ, go Niners. Last night it was amazing. Yeah, pretty good game. Niners defense is bad. I mean, Niners can beat anybody. I mean, obviously they can beat anybody, and I would say that this year Mahomes is not going to be in the playoffs. So definitely, if they do make the Super Bowl, at least they don't have to deal with Patrick Mahomes. But I would say why not this year? I mean, if they can get it done, just get that Super Bowl. But they can score on anybody. They can outscore anybody. Their defense is just terrible. They remind me almost of like the Greatest Show on Turf Rams, which is funny because the Rams also remind me of the Greatest Show on Turf Rams. But Brock Purdy's definitely been playing better than Matthew Stafford these past 4 games. Brock Purdy's been playing much better. So yeah, it's we'll see. But that defense is terrible. The Rams defense is definitely better. The Eagles defense is better. The Bills defense is better. Like there's a lot. The Patriots defense is better. There's a lot better defensive teams than the Niners, which could trip them up. They could lose in the first round, or they could lose in their first game if they get a first round bye. I have no idea what's going to happen, but their defense is really bad, and that's probably going to cost them if they do lose. It's probably going to be because of their defense is absolutely terrible. Very bad defense. But yeah, good win by them, but their defense is terrible. Really bad defense. Really bad. Like one of the worst 49ers defenses that I've ever seen in my life. Like I don't know if it's ever been this bad in modern history that I'm looking at their defense and I'm like, man, this is like really bad. I mean, like this is like the worst that I've ever seen. These guys can't play. These guys, they just can't play. There's not good. These are all backups or third stringers on most teams. Listen, and I'd never say this, but I think I might be better out there right now. Like, I think I might be able to do as good as some of those guys. Like, I think they're playing at a level where if I was out there playing defensive back or safety, I might be able to do right now, be able to do as good of a job. And like, I'll never say that about an NFL player, about an NFL starter. But that's how bad this is. Like, bad angles. It's not even like athleticism. It's just bad technique. It's just terrible technique, bad angles, bad, awareness, just bad football that you shouldn't be making as a pro. You're getting paid, a lot of money, and it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing to watch this defense play. So yeah. Outside of that, the offense is looking good though. I give the Niners the offense is looking great, but the defense is looking atrocious to the point to where, like I said, I think, and I'm being dead serious, I could suit up out there and give them similar production right now at safety. I definitely think I could. I mean, I might get hurt, but I can definitely suit up and play right now and take better angles on defense. I'm not going to get beat over the top like that. I guarantee you I'm not going to get cooked over the top like that. On the 50-yard line, Jair Brown gets cooked over the top. On the 50, there's not even that much. He's 20 yards back. How do you get beat on a deep ball at the 50-yard line when you're 20 to 30 yards back and you still are not close to the guy? He catches the ball in the end zone and you're not even close. You're not even close to him. Like, you're still a couple yards away. That's how bad the angle was. Like, just terrible ball tracking. Insane. Like, he didn't play the ball. He didn't play the man. He just was drifting. Like, just terrible defense. Can't cover a lick, man. Slipping all over the place. Can't cover anybody man to man. Just soft defenses. Man, that's bad. Not good. So anyway, yeah, that's that. Let's see. OJ, we need you back 100%, brother, so you can cook. Get well, man. Thank you so much, Joe. I'm going to try. I'm going to get back 100%. I'm going to cook. I'm going to try. I played Mario Tennis Open. It was an all right game. Okay. I'm doing good, man. Should like my video, favorite YouTuber. Hey, shout outs. You got a question about Capcom? All right, Mr. Davis. What's your question about Capcom? Hey, shout outs to Kevin with the Ninja Peach.
Hey OJ, what's up? Did you have a good Christmas? I heard you got sick. Hope get better. I had a good Christmas. I finally got my Switch too.
Nice. Hey, have fun with your Switch too, brother. And yes, I did get sick. Combo breaks. Let's get your Noah and Mio first and foremost. 1 hour extension. Here we go. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go. 1 hour stream clock. Cooked. Destroyed. Cooked. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. And yes, I got, I got sick, but I'm recovering, but I'm still contagious, so I'm quarantined right now. I'm in the last stages of it, so still feeling a little off, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did. But yeah, like I said, I'm contagious, so quarantined. Big love though, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the $5, Kevin. Getting us to 61 on the board. Yo, we looking for a streak. We should get to maybe streak 90 today. Or sorry, 89. So this week 90. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Next one up. 39 combos left for the platinum 89 streak. Appreciate that, guys. So yeah. OJ, we need you back. But yeah, shout outs, dude. Anyone play Mario Tennis Open? Honestly, pretty good core gameplay. Yeah, Mario Tennis Open's all right. Yeah, that's the GameCube, right? Thanks for giving us Hufanga and Greenlaw. Sorry about your defense. I mean, Greenlaw wanted to leave. He wanted to be the lead dog. They were offering him more money to stay with the Niners, but he wanted to be the lead dog, so he wanted to go. Hufanga was looking for, I think he got, 15 million? Niners weren't trying to pay him that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they found places, and they're definitely... I mean, the Niners, the players that they have that we replaced those two with are nowhere near as good as Hufanga and Greenlaw. Greenlaw and Hufanga are much, much better players than Bethune and Jair Brown and Mustafa. I mean, like, those guys are nowhere near as good. So, yeah, congrats on that. Congrats on the Denver's playing really good. You guys have, like, one of the top defenses in the league. So, definitely. I mean, the Niners defense was much better with Greenlaw and Hufanga, but, yeah. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to, maybe go back to the draft, or they're going to have to sign somebody or hopefully they get Warner back. I think Warner has a chance to come back in the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl if they make it there. So that's why it's important for them to beat the Seahawks, because if they win one game in the playoffs, then they can potentially get Warner back. And if they get Warner back, they have a legitimate shot on defense to be significantly better, because with Warner, they're much better defense, but without Bosa, without Warner, without Michael Williams, they're not. I mean, they've been just ravaged on defensive starters. So, Yeah. Come on, Unc. They'd fry you out there. Nah, I wouldn't get fried like Jair Brown did. In safety over the top coverage, nah. I ain't never been fried over the top coverage in my life. I used to play safety. I ain't never been fried, and I played D1 football. When it comes to high school, when I played high school, I played D1. Like we played in the biggest league. I ain't never been fried over the top, and I played against D1 players. I also played, I played college and I played semi-pro, and I played offense back then though. But I did play scout team. I ain't never got fried over the top, and I played against pros, guys that were professional quarterbacks and receivers in the league. Never been fried like that where I'm 2 yards off the ball on a deep pass when I'm playing deep coverage. I'm 20, 30 yards back. Never in my life been fried like that. There ain't no chance I'm going to get fried on a deep ball when I'm 20 to 30 yards back. Now, man-to-man coverage, sure. Yeah, I'll get cooked on man-to-man coverage. Absolutely. But on a deep ball, when I'm playing deep, I'm not going to let somebody get behind me when I'm 20 to 30 yards already in front of them. Like, that ain't never happened in my life. It wouldn't happen now. Let's see here. Can't wait to see the sales for Switch 2. Yeah, we getting sales numbers in February of 2026. What's up, man? Yeah, Winter doesn't play safety. Winter plays linebacker. I mean, he's all right. He's okay. He's an okay linebacker. He's just all right. So yeah. Let's see. Speaking of Mario Tennis, I hope they add Mario Power Tennis Smash for the GameCube NSO. Never played that one, but then 64 Tennis was fire. Yeah, those are good. Hopefully they add all that. Been feeling much better, obviously, but man, my throat still kind of hurts. Yeah, me too. Shout outs to Monado. Hopefully you feel better soon. Yo, White Desku, thank you for the subscription, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that, fam. Let's go. Let's see. It's been crazy seeing Switch 2 posts for Christmas on the timeline. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how they got a Switch 2. Today in my video, I talked about how it seems like Japan's stock has finally caught up. Like, people can walk in and buy Switch 2s now, which is definitely good. We should see a lot of people obviously picking up Switch 2 now at this point. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So for next year and all of that, I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it. Hey, what's up, Vito? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Mario Tennis Open is on the 3DS. Okay, yeah, Power Tennis on the GameCube. Mario Tennis Open on the 3DS. Okay, there was one on the 3DS. Okay, yeah, I have that one too. Yeah, I played that one. I thought Mario Tennis Aces is... I mean, I played Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. I have it, and I played Mario Tennis Open. I felt Aces was better, but maybe because that had, like, the online play and all that. Like, I think Mario Tennis Open had it on the 3DS, but obviously Power Tennis didn't have it. So, yeah. If a team had the Niners offense and the Eagles defense, they'd be unstoppable. Yeah. Oh, man, they would. I mean, the Chiefs have essentially had that in years past where they had top defense and top offense, and they've won Super Bowls, obviously. So the Chiefs have essentially seen that, although they've kind of unraveled a little bit sometimes in the Super Bowl with the defense, but they've still been able to win 3 out of 5 Super Bowls that they've been in. So yeah. Let's see. I can't wait for Monster Hunter Wilds to come to Switch 2. Switch 2 should also see a boost in Japan. I mean, it's already getting the boost in Japan because it's really just about keeping stock, right, Misfit? Like, whenever there's stock of Switch 2 in Japan, it sells. So whatever Nintendo ships, they sell. So I don't think Monster Hunter is going to provide any type of other boost that it wouldn't. The only boost that it provide is if Nintendo actually shipped more units. Now, when we get to next year, so it'll probably level out a bit. So it depends on when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. If Monster Hunter Wilds, comes out early 2026, I mean, people are already buying it like crazy. So whatever Nintendo ships, they'll sell. Now, if Nintendo somehow gets a bigger allotment in for when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, then yeah, absolutely. But right now, it's just based on shipments. Whatever they're shipping, they're selling. So I think it's going to level out to where you're going to see kind of like an even keel going forward. But yeah, it does seem like the demand and like stock, like they still haven't met demand completely, but the stock is flowing in way better now. Like they're actually able to, people, people are able to walk in and buy them way more regular, so yeah, that's good. I'm not sure, Mr. Davis. We'll see if they actually end up doing that on Switch 2. I'm not sure. Online play has picked up a lot since the holidays on Switch 2. Online play. I mean, there's definitely a lot more people that have a Switch 2 now because, after the holidays. So, yeah, that's natural. What's up, Casual Noob? Yeah, I'm feeling better. And don't worry about me, man. I hope you're feeling better, dude. Your neck, hopefully everything's good with you, brother. I was mod irritated because there was a notion that Monolith Soft making a Zelda game is wasted talent. Mind you that MS has had 229 people in 4 teams. Well, Monolith Soft always makes Zelda games. I mean, but if you mean like the lead of a Zelda game, I mean, I don't know if that even needs to be a thing. I mean, like Monolith Soft can make their own games and they can help out with other Zelda games. But we'll see what happens in the future. Yeah, my voice is a little bit better. It's a bit better, but I'm still, like I said, I'm contagious, so... I feel you on getting sick, LJ. I'm sick as well. I have been asleep most of the day. Glad you're feeling somewhat better because this is no joke. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, brother. This was the worst. This was the worst one that I've ever had. And like I said, it's contagious like crazy at this point. I thought it wasn't, but it is because everybody around me is getting sick apparently. So, yeah, man, this is not good. But I'm feeling better, but not 100%. But it's okay. Like I said, no. I'm gonna tough it out, but the nights have been the worst for me. Like I said, I've been just coughing all night, so it's just been, coughing up mucus at night, constantly coughing toward my throat hurts. It's just been bad, man. I ain't never had it like this in a while, so yeah. Like I said, I was getting headaches, bad sinus headaches, just bad. Whole nose clogged up, just stupid, bunch of stupid stuff, man. I really got to make sure that I protect myself better next year, or just protect myself better in general, One Portuguese YouTuber reports Switch 2 could be around 18 million units sold after this holiday. If that's the case, that's much faster than how the Switch sold. Well, yeah, Switch 2 is selling faster than the Switch 1. Nintendo's had way more stock initially. I'm not sure why that YouTuber would report Switch 2 at 18 million. I think he's going off of what Paul Gale said. Where did you see where he said that he got his numbers from, or what is he estimating it from? Is it internal sources? Where's it at? Info just released about Monster Hunter Wilds on Switch 2, cooling NPCs by half to reduce CPU bottleneck. They'll have local wireless multiplayer. Yeah, there was some stuff there about that, Jackson. So that's something that I talked about in my video, and we're going to talk about here, of course. Does seem like Monster Hunter Wilds could be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. So we'll see what happens there. I hope it does, but obviously I hope that they actually make a Nintendo Switch 2 like specific Monster Hunter game. I think that would be dope too. Hope you're doing well. I think one of my resolutions for New Year's is to go back to actually finish games. There's so much to play. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good New Year's resolution. What's up, House Gang? Says, honestly love Monster Hunter Wilds, but nothing about that game makes me think it couldn't run on a Gen 8 console, so I'm sure Switch 2 can handle it just fine. I mean, it definitely struggles to run a bit on the current gen, so I think that's why some people think that's why I'd have a problem running on Switch 2, because it doesn't run great on PS5 and Xbox Series. So, I mean, and it definitely looks better than Monster Hunter World. So yeah, I mean, sure, it could probably run at, like, 30 FPS, maybe with some dips, or 30 FPS DLSS. We'll see how low the resolution goes. But the game is a very advanced game. Like, it's definitely not a 4th generation, it's definitely not an 8th generation game. It's definitely a current gen game. Let's see here. Shout outs to Jackson. Welcome to the stream, 91 Gamer Boy. Any Switch 2 Rex? I have Donkey Kong Bonanza Mario Kart World now, and I feel bored with mine. Watch my top 15 Nintendo Switch 2 games of 2025. That video, I go over the 15 best games. So if you want to watch that video, check it out. I recommend maybe getting some third-party games. There's a bunch of different third-party games to pick up. But I don't know what type of games that you like. So I'm not sure what else you could, that you could want, but watch my video. Who is that? Caden, watch my video. And those are the 15 best games that I feel are on the system. But I mean, just off the top of my head, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, Pokemon Legends ZA. Those are all the games that I played and beat this year outside of Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong. I think those games are fun, so I would try one of those. If you're into JRPGs, Trails in the Sky, that game is awesome. First chapter. There's also Final Fantasy Tactics, the Eve-Elise Chronicles. There is Fantasy Life. I know Jackson loves that one. That's a great game. Fantasy Life I, Girl Who Steals Time. If you're looking for more AAA Western stuff, there is Cyberpunk 2077. They've got a few other games as well, so you can try out one of those. There's Yakuza 0 as well if you want to try out that game. It's a pretty fun title. So yeah, number of different games. Monster Hunter Wilds on Switch 2. I'm kind of worried about that. We're getting it on PC. You're worried about it? I mean, I wouldn't really be worried about it. Like, it's not that big of... I mean, it's a big deal, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's just a rumor, so there's nothing to be worried about right now. Once it comes out, and then we can go from there. Nothing to worry about now. Let's see here. It will come out before or after Monster Hunter Stories 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll come out after Monster Hunter Stories 3. Monster Hunter Stories 3 comes out, I think, February. So I don't think it's coming out January. So it's probably going to come out after Misfit. So yeah, Fantasy Life is a really good game. Depends on what type of games you like, though. Watch my video, though. There's a variety of different types of games on there, plus some honorable mentions as well. But yeah, I recommend Nintendo's first party. I mean, if you got Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, I recommend like Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, or like Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders. I mean, if you're looking for value proposition, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, like, to me, is like the full package. You get pretty good looking visuals, you get great music, you get great sound design, you get great combat, you get a lot of content, you get replay value. Like, it has like the full package, compared to some of the other games that I talked about. So yeah, I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is a great next purchase. I mean, because these are all $70 a pop, right? So, I mean, I think that gives you great value and free DLC as well. So, I would pick that game as like a, action RPG type game. Casual Noob with the $1 donut says, they can't take me down, PlayerEssence. They tried, but soon they will meet the Casual Noob Gamer. I think you meant Final Boss, and he be... Well, legally, I can't say. Shout outs to Casual Noob. Hey, there you go. You ain't going down without the fight, baby. I like it. Shout outs to Casual Noob. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for the $1 dono, brother. I don't know where he gets the number from, but I can predict Switch 2 grifters' first reactions will be it sold below Nintendo's sales forecast, therefore it's a flop. Well, I mean, if they sold 18 million before the end of the holiday, so like, let's just say by the end of December they sold 18 million, that's not, I mean, obviously it's going to meet Nintendo's sales forecast because they forecasted 19 million. So they would have 3 months to sell 19 million. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to sell, or sorry, they'd have 3 months to sell 1 million units. So if Nintendo announces that they sold 18 million Switch 2 systems by February or by the end of December, then, I mean, obviously that's, grifters couldn't say that, oh, it's a flop. They didn't hit their sales forecast. Their sales forecast is for March. So not for the end of December. In terms of like what the sales numbers are going to be, like by the end of March, they want to have it at 19 million. So if they announce 18 million, then yeah, obviously pretty good. Cyber Taurus with the $20 dono says Cloud and Sephiroth, Link and Ganon, Mario and Bowser have nothing on the Seahawks and 49ers. Let's go. Yeah, it's going to be a backyard brawl in Santa Clara. It is going to be a massive, for all the marbles, for everything, for the division, for the number 1 seed. It doesn't get any bigger than Seahawks versus Niners Saturday night. So yeah, I am going to be watching that game. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Thank you for the big $20 dono. I appreciate that. Let's go. 82 on the board. We are 18 combos away from the platinum streak. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yeah, Xenoblade Switch 2 updates. That would be great. Niners beating out the Bears last night. Always celebrate whenever the Bears lose. Okay. You must be an NFC, like what, Packers or Lions fan or something. So yeah, Word on the Street is Metroid Prime 4 is set somewhere between Super Metroid and Fusion. Nintendo said that it's set after Super Metroid, so I think that's already been established. Personally, I don't think Switch 2 is at 18 million, but 16 million seems about right. I think it'll hit 19 to 20 by the end of fiscal year. Yeah, I'm estimating around 16 point something million, but I mean I could be wrong. Nintendo could have shipped out more. They could have done way better in Japan than we think that they did, or there could be one more big shipment at the end of December that, you know, maybe they crossed 300,000 units plus, you know, in this next one. So if they do that, you know, we're looking at nearly 1 million units in Japan by itself. If they hit, or let's just say they get an even bigger shipment, like 350,000 units, so it's almost 1 million, right? Then that could be looking at maybe a 16 million, 17 million. But yeah, I don't think it's at 18 million. But if they're at 18 million, that'd be wild, you know. Thank you, CyberTorch, for the big $20 dono, man. I appreciate that. If you want some music, let me know. I will play some music for you. For obvious reasons, I very much dislike the Seahawks. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, Broncos. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Jay? What's up? Live in Santa Clara. It's crazy. Crowd wise, when the Niners have games, oh yeah, it's definitely packed there. I've been around the area and yeah, it's packed, man. Another arc that will happen in February, direct rumor arc, Pokemon Gen 10 graphics arc part 3. Oh man, the Pokemon graphics arc never dies. It's like The Simpsons, or it's like Dragon Ball Z. It just keeps on coming back. Shout outs to Shaw X, says we showed up. We didn't play well, but at least we showed up. Yeah. Excuse me. The Panthers are the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They are the win one, lose one, win one. They are the ultimate, you know, just even hot and cold team where it's just win, lose, win, lose. They just can't string together 2 back-to-back wins. But yeah, I mean, that game was going to be tough to win against Seattle, man. Seattle's a better team. But once again, you've got a playoff spot on the line. Winner takes all versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, you know, go seize victory. Seize it. Get into the playoffs. Listen, and the way that the NFL works, if you win the division, you get a home playoff game. So the thing about it is that the problem is that you're going to be hosting either the Niners, Seahawks, or Rams. That's the problem. So it's like, great, you get a home playoff game, but wait a minute, you got to play the Rams, Seahawks, or the Niners. So, or I mean, yeah, I guess they could. I think the Bears have pretty much wrapped up their division. So yeah, no matter what, I think the Bears are pretty much, I think they're going to be a 3 seed depending on how things go. Maybe they can be a 2 seed, but they're going to be either a 2 or 3 seed. So yeah, you're either going to play one of those NFC West teams at number 5. So that's unfortunate. But hey, you beat the Rams. So yeah. Yeah, you're going to be hosting one of the NFC West teams. It's either going to be the Seahawks, Rams, or the Niners in that 5th spot. So yeah, there you go. Shout outs to Shaw X, man. Will Ash ever make a comeback in Pokemon? I'm pretty sure Ash will make a comeback at some point when the time is right. Metro Prime 4, the desert and motorcycle is really cool to me. Yeah, there's some cool elements to it. There's just some situations at the end of the game that maybe aren't the funnest to do or most fun. But yeah, I enjoyed some parts of that too. Bears don't seem real. I mean, I think that the Bears are real just because they got a coach that's real. And with that coach, they've got some good offensive players too as well. And they got a solid quarterback that can sling the ball. So Bears are real. They're just as real as anybody else in the NFC. I mean, any team can win or lose in the NFC. I don't think there's a powerhouse team that can essentially just beat anybody and no matter what they're going to win like we've seen in the past with some teams. The Rams are probably the closest to that, but the Rams aren't going to win the number 1 seed. But there is no world beater team in the NFC where you just feel like, okay, we have no chance, or it's going to be like the craziest uphill battle. Any team can win or lose in this playoffs. You know, that happens. So let's see. How do all the grifters pivot off Switch 2 was going to be another Wii U when the system was already supposedly outsold Wii U lifetime? Apologize if I did already. It's really not they pivoted off of things. It's really just pivoting to what makes money, casual noob. I mean, I've talked about this a bunch of times, and, you know, people will say that, you know, they'll clip me and say that I'm just coping, or that I'm this or that. I'm just a name calling. But the reality of the matter is that there's money to be made in grifting and lying about Nintendo Switch 2. Once people saw that you could make a ton of money off of just saying a bunch of things, that's when this whole situation happened. So they're going to keep pivoting for the whole generation to the point to where it's so feasibly stupid to say it that it doesn't matter anymore, and then they're just going to pivot to just excuse me, attacking individual games. Sorry about that, guys. So they're just going to they're just going to move from one thing to the next thing. So, I mean, if I were you guys, I would just, when you see a grifter video, or when you see a stupid, you know, stupid video that's just the same talking points or the same stupid stuff, just click the button. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. All you got to do is, I'll show you guys how to do it. All you got to do is, just do this right here. I'll show you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure that I don't have any of my, okay. So if you see grifter videos, how you get them not on your screen anymore is that if you just click over to right here where it says these three dots, if you're on desktop, I think you might be able to do it on mobile too, but just do it on desktop. But if you click over on these three dots, just go to don't recommend channel. Yeah, go to don't recommend channel. Then if you put it in your don't recommend channel, videos like this and other people's videos, they'll start filtering that out. So I'm about to the point to where people, like, I'm not getting grifter vids anymore on my channel, or on my, like, you know, on my homepage. I used to always get grifter videos popping up on my homepage. Now they don't really pop up anymore. So that's what I would suggest. I would suggest doing that if you're tired of like the grifter vids or or whatever, you know. So just, you know, don't just not look at it. Just click those three buttons, click don't recommend this channel, and they'll start filtering it out. Now really what I get on my page is like, I get, you know, I get my sports stuff, I get my music stuff, but I get like a lot of like you know, documentary and music and sports stuff on my home pages now at this point, and like funny weird videos. But for the most part, though, I get a lot of documentaries and I get a lot of, you know, sports stuff. I still get some Digital Foundry stuff. But yeah. Shout outs, though, guys. Panthers playing with Carolina's emotions last year. They were almost ready to move on from Young. They might actually move on from Young. You know what? To be honest, depending on who's in the free agent pool, they actually might move on from Young after this year. They might not. I don't think Young is secured being their number one quarterback. I think if they actually had a better quarterback, they'd probably be better. They probably would have won like 3 more games this year with the better quarterback. Cyber Torch with a $10 Zhao.
So on the issue of RAM in systems, I received notice from some of our manufacturers that prices for RAM and storage are expected to jump between 7% and 25% very shortly after the new year. If you need them, get it soon if you can.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, that's why some of the next gen systems might be delayed.
I was thinking about what game I really didn't like this year, and it's definitely Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Also, I just now found out that the fan in the dock isn't for the Switch 2, but it's actually for the dock itself.
So for the dock, so the dock doesn't get too hot, because the dock can then transfer heat to the Switch 2 itself. So it keeps everything cool because it's inside of like there. So I remember Nintendo Prime saying something like Nintendo lied about that situation about it. But I mean, obviously, if you're really close in proximity to something, you need to make sure that the dock doesn't get hot, because if the dock is hot, that can transfer heat to the Switch 2 and make it get hotter. So, so yeah, either way, it keeps things cool. Let's see here. But yeah, it's all good though. Let's see here. It says grifter video equals video I disagree with, such an overused BS term. No, not necessarily. If it's actual legitimate criticism and all that, I'll watch a video that I feel is like legitimate criticism overall. When something's a grifter video, then I'll call it out as a grifter video. So no, not rule of three. But I remember you. I remember you, man. You were trying to sit there and tell me that it's the Switch 2's in trouble and all that type of stuff. But you're too scared to bet money on the sales or anything like that. Interesting. But no, that's not what that means. Grifter video means grifter video. People that are essentially being eccentric and being wild with their takes in order to game the algorithm and make more money. If somebody makes a legitimate criticism when it comes down to it, then I can acknowledge that. But when someone says stuff like, the Switch 2 is not selling at all 3 months ago, and then it becomes the best-selling system of all time,
One thing casual
that's a
news
grifter
should
video.
aware is that the SW2 will be another Wii U narrative from the grifters died as soon as we got the first sales report.
Yeah.
But as grifters do what grifters do, they move goalpost. Like currently, it is only about SW2 EU sales.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, remember the videos beforehand? We had videos from people saying that the Switch 2 wasn't selling, right? That it wasn't selling, it wasn't doing good, and then the numbers came out that it sold over 10 million. That the people that were making videos on the Switch 2 sales before that, those were grifter videos, were they not? How is that not a grifter video? Please explain to me, and I want you to explain to me in detail how making videos on Switch 2 failing and it's not selling before we even got the sales numbers is not a grifter video. How is that not grifting? If you can explain to me how making that the system's failing before the sales numbers even came out is not grifting, let me know. I'm talking about that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about legitimate criticism. I'm talking about people who lie and who have been lying about sales numbers and about the aspects of the system. Those are who I'm talking about. The problem with guys like you is that you think all of that stuff is true. You push that stuff. You watch that stuff because you have some type of beef or some type of issue. I'm not sure what it is. But you watched all that and you believed it. And I know that you did, you know? And then when the numbers come out, it's like, oh, well, I'll just move to the next thing. I'll pivot to the next sales. It's going to flop later. I'll pivot to the next. It's not doing well. That's all you guys do. You guys just pivot from one, oh my gosh, I'm not right, from one panic to another or from one thing to another. You guys won't admit that you're wrong. You'll never take bets. You'll never do debates. And you'll never actually stand up and be a man because it's not about that. You're just, something's wrong with you guys. I don't know what it is, but there's something mentally wrong with grifters and people like you. That's all it really comes down to. That's why you guys are too scared to be a man and simply put your money where your mouth is. That's why they're too scared to debate. They don't want to because they'll mess up their grift. Once again, if you're willing to go online and make videos before you even have sales numbers about how bad something is doing or about how terrible it is, and then you have to make damage control videos afterwards explaining away why it has sold, literally making up conspiracy theories saying that Nintendo is forcing retailers to buy units. That's insane. Nintendo cannot force anybody to buy units. And if that was the case, why didn't they force them to buy Wii U units or 3DS units when that was flopping? Nobody can force retailers to buy units. You've got people damage controlling and sitting there and acting like, oh my gosh, well, here's the reason why. Like, it's ridiculous, man. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the grifting stuff. Legitimate criticism, people that are just criticizing things and they have a good reason to, or they're doing analysis, that's not the same thing. So, I mean, we got to make sure that we keep it a bug, you know? Anyway, I probably made a recent video about you or something. Not sure if you heard about it. Nah, I don't care about him. I don't know why you guys keep bringing him up. His videos do terrible, and nobody cares that he talks about me. Like, his videos don't do great. I don't know why you guys keep bringing him up in my channel. Let him make videos. Who cares? He's obsessed, and he's a weirdo. And like I said, I'm not really going to address any. I don't watch none of his videos, and I'm not going to address it because, like I said, there's something mentally wrong with him. I've spoke with him multiple times, and clearly he's not very smart. So I mean, like, the dude is definitely mentally stunted or something. I'm not sure what's wrong with him, but he's a weirdo. So I don't really got anything to say to him. We already had our debate. He got cooked. He's still salty over the debate. So there ain't nothing really much. I'm not gonna watch his channel. I mean, his channel's ass. And I'm definitely not gonna respond to his videos. There ain't nothing to respond to. Like I said, he's a complete moron. So there ain't really nothing else to say. Let him keep making videos. He's got to talk about me for anybody to even pay attention to his crusty ass channel. So I'd say, hey, keep on doing it. When you're not talented, when you can't actually talk about video games, about your knowledge, you got to do something else for people to actually attract to your channel. And that's what you got to do. You got to talk about people more successful, better looking, in better shape, you know, better life. You got to talk about people that are better than you. When you're underneath, when you're at the bottom, you got to talk about other people to get to the top. So that's the reason why he's doing what he's doing. But like I said, I don't watch his channel. I don't pay attention. His channel is, like I said, it's hot ass. But yeah, congrats to him. Keep on making videos. Keep on having fun. Do whatever you got to do. But yeah, the dude's a complete weirdo. That's why he hides behind a little robot avatar and all that. He doesn't want to show his face because he's ashamed about what people will see when they see him. He's ashamed and all that. So yeah, I ain't really worried about that weird robot dude. So yeah. Let's see here. Thank you, Sean X. I'm trying and glad Places stream caught me tonight. Hey, it's all good, brother. Yeah, he got smoked months ago. There ain't nothing to say about that dude. He's a weirdo. Let him keep making videos. Nobody cares. Like, barely gets any views on the vids. So, I mean, is he gonna make videos like that forever? I mean, dude's a cornball, so I ain't really worried about him. Complete weirdo that hides behind a robot. So, yeah, like, dude's not a man. Never been one either. He's a chump. Let's see here. You got so yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know why we still talking about him. He's a bum. Dude got nothing better to do. Let's see here. Thank you. I already read that. Every post you make is trashing one specific company. You might be a grifter. That's true. People want school or drama fights. PlayerEssence is a testament to how you trounce them, how entertaining you are. Yeah, there's no need for me to listen. I'll do real fights. I'll do real fights for money. People want to do schoolyard back and forth videos. I don't do all that. But I mean, if he's down to lace up the box, I'll knock the shit out of him if he wants me to. We can put some money on the line, $5,000. He can clip that. I'll put $5,000 on the line. If you want to fight, we can fight. I don't do back and forth drama, little schoolgirl back and forth. I don't do that in videos. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't worried about that. You know, so I ain't gonna be making a bunch of videos on him. Why would I waste my time? That just seems like why am I gonna waste my time talking about a loser? But if he wants to fight, $5,000, we put $5,000 on the line. We put $10,000 on the line. I'll do that. I mean, I'll do that type of fight. But I mean, if it ain't that type of fight, then I ain't worried. You know, if it ain't got money like that, then no, I ain't worried about it. I ain't going back and forth with him. But yeah, you can clip that. $10,000. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll box. Beat the hell out of him. But that, like I said, that's a fight for money. I'll do that. But I ain't doing no back and forth little schoolgirl back and forth with some guy. No, I ain't doing all that. That's stupid. Let's see here. At this point, I expect every Nintendo first-party game will have grifters and people trying to over-dramatize them and say that they are terrible. I'm gonna do your suggestions. Yeah, there you go, man. Hey, OJ. Hope you're well, OJ. Hope you're prepping the ring. Listen, man. I put it out there. I don't mind. I used to do martial arts back in I actually still do. That's what happened to my PS5. I was practicing my Cobra Kai kick. I saw Miguel do this really cool kick, so I decided that I wanted to emulate that kick, and my PS5 got the brunt end damage of that kick. So I still do martial arts. I still train. I still do my martial arts in my garage and all that. I still go to the gym every now and then, hit the bag. So, I mean, if somebody wants to, like I said, put some money on the line, I'll interact that way, but I'm not going to go back and forth in videos. Like, I'm not going to do all that. But if you want to go back and forth in the ring for some money, like 10K, 5 to 10K, we got a promotion. We can do that. I'm down. I'm down for that type of back and forth. But I ain't doing it for free on here. No, I'm good. Let's see. Have him looking like Jake Paul. Oh my God. It might be worse than that. I'm definitely gonna. Listen, man. Uh, let's just say I've broken somebody's jaw before. I've never had my jaw broken, but I've definitely hit somebody. Well, not punched somebody, because I would never punch somebody to where I'd hurt my fist. No way. But I've definitely kicked someone to where I'm pretty sure their jaw was kind of messed up a little bit. So I'm down. I'm down for that. That'll be fun. But I ain't going back and forth in videos and all that. Nah, I ain't doing all that. That's lame. That's corny. That's for cornballs. But you want to lace it up for 10K? Hey, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm down for that. Let me know. Anybody who has any takers out there. Let's see here. Call me crazy, but I only focus on games I enjoy playing. I don't have time to spend any my life clock on negativity. Yeah. Like, I'm not really too worried about people that are, or things that are just like, you know, lame or whatever, you know? Like, I don't really worry about that as well. So yeah. Shout outs to Huddy, though. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Let's see here. Hell, I'd get punched out. OJ, take it. I'd get punched out around 10K. Well, you would lose the 10K. You don't get it's 10K goes to the winner. I put 10K, you put 10K. Winner takes 10K. I'll donate a lot of it though. I can donate 5K plus to charity. You know what I'm saying? I'll donate, but it's got to be for something. I ain't doing it for free. There's got to be some, or at least minimum 5K. But I mean, like, there's got to be some accommodations. I mean, we can. The thing about it is, if it's a content creator, then we can actually promote it. We can sponsor it. We can like get people to kind of throw in, right? It would be fun in that way. Obviously, if it was just a random person, that's not as fun. But if it was a content creator, like I said, there was one time, shout out to Cybertaurus, thank you for the $10 dono. This is if you didn't like the PS5, you could have just said so. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kick my PS5. It was just an accident. But there was one content creator that I said, okay, look, if you hate me that much, let's go. I said, let's put 2K up. 2K, we'll meet in the middle. We'll meet. I forgot who it was, though. And he deleted his whole presence. He didn't have that many subs. I think he only had about 1,000 subs or so. He might have reactivated his channel by now, but I totally forgot who it was. He deleted everything. And then Twitter changed their whatevers, you know, when it comes to their DMs. But yeah, this dude said, oh, I'll fight you. He said, I'll put up the money too. I think it was like 2 or 3K. I was like, all right. And then after I agreed to it and we were trying to get everything down, he just deleted everything on me. So that was funny. It was going to be like at Too Many Games, or I think it was it was going to be like at Too Many Games 2022. They got a ring in there. So we were going to do something, but then he just deleted his whole presence, his whole everything. So we never got around to it, but yeah, it was fun. I mean, I thought it was going to happen. I was like, yo, this guy's going to get freaking Shoryuken. Like, I'm actually going to take this seriously. Like, I was going to go back to my old dojo and, like, for real train. I'm like, this guy's going to get absolutely obliterated. I was like, yo, you about to say you're going to have to defeat Shenlong to beat me, fam. That's going to be like the damn Street Fighter screen, bro. I was legit going to train for real. Like, I was legit like, okay, I'm going to need about this much money. Let me get my training. Let me get my old dojo back. Let me go there. Let me do some training. You know, I was like, for real going to do it. I was going to do night training. After I'm done with work and all that, head over to the dojo at night for about 1.5 to 2 hours of training. I was going to take it for real. I was going to crack that dude's face. I was legit going to freaking crack that dude's face, man. I was taking it seriously, but he ran away. So yeah. Let's see, do they still do those YouTube boxing events? I think they do, but they're like, I haven't seen them recently, but I think they still do those YouTube. I know, like, what was it? That one guy, Fortnite guy was in the last one, like Myth. He's done a couple of them. He looks pretty good in that boxing ring. That's somebody that I might want to see if I can get it. I mean, I'm not as big as him though, so I mean, obviously it makes no sense for Myth to fight me because I'm way, you know, I mean, he's way bigger than me. But yeah, that'd be something I'd be down to do. Like, I saw him box and I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I wish I was big enough to where I can get in that so I can box him, you know? I thought he looked pretty good in that ring. That's somebody that I think would probably push me a bit because he has pretty good reach. I think he's kind of tall, so he has pretty good reach. I'd have to kind of get in on him, you know. So yeah. OJ had a fight montage and it said, "Oh yeah, man, I went and got the tape, bro. I went and got the tape. I was ready to go, man. I was ready to go again because, like I said before, in the past when I was younger, I did all sorts of martial arts tournaments and sparring and fights and stuff, and it was always fun. It was always fun. Like I never not had, even when I lost. Like there was this one guy, Nick. This dude kicked my butt when I was younger, man. He was a great kickboxer, one of the best. Kind of a tall white guy that always had a cold, always had a retainer in his mouth. Tall, lanky guy, Sagat, bro. This guy always beat me. I never beat that dude. But yeah, man, like whenever, even if I lost, like it was always fun. I always got enjoyment out of it. And I think that's where like a lot of my competitive spirit kind of came from, was from doing martial arts when I was younger. And then also having a brother that was, 6-7 years older than me that would just always beat me up, So just wanting to strive to get better, and infinitely grow and get better and get stronger and faster and all that. So I think that's where kind of like my competitive spirit came from. So yeah, I'll take care of the ring girls. Just set up the match. I don't think anybody's gonna want to do it. Actually, do it. At least not people that hate me or constantly have something to say. So yeah. 6-7. Let's see here. OJ versus Osmond Gold. Yeah, right. Oh man, I think he would drop near instantly. I'd feel bad doing that one. I'd feel bad. Excuse me. Oh man. Let's see. Nah, we got a pay-per-view. We got a pay-per-view this. Oh man. Let's go. Let's see here. Entertaining boxing anime. Oh yeah, that's a good boxing anime for sure. That's a good boxing anime. That's very good boxing anime. Oh man, good stuff. I volunteer to do color commentary. That would be such a cool PlayerEssence fight night, like fight night at Too Many Games. There's a ring there, man. We could totally get it set up. To a fight night at Too Many Games. That'd be so much fun. So you're willing to fight in the ring, but you don't want to fight against Princess Peach in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. LLJK. It's not that I don't want to fight against her. I just want to let you know that you're carried, party man. Whenever you use Princess Peach, easy character, easy mode, So yeah. Easy mode after all, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout outs to though, guys. I appreciate. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Thank you for the $10 dono. 2 combos away from the from the Elite Ninja streak 89. Let's go. Yeah, we got to work on the advertisement, dude. I would love to fight Asmongold. Like if he said let's fight. Like box, oh my god, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I might even do that one like pro bono. Like that would be like one that I would say, okay, no money, or I'll put up the money and he can just show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that one I'd have to do like a special case. Like that one I wouldn't have to say put up no money because his popularity is so high. Like the amount like of I would say advertisement, like people say, wait a minute, somebody's gonna pop Asmongold in the face. I'll pay to see that. So like we can make so much money off of the back end, off of streaming it, promoting it. There's no need. I will put up the 10K or whatever, but that's nothing to him. He makes so much, he'd probably say, no, put up more than that, because he makes so much money. He makes way more than me. But yeah, I mean, if he wanted to do it for free, I would do it for free. I'd do that one for free. I would do that one for free, 100%. I wouldn't fight no homies though. Like I wouldn't fight John or RGT. I refuse to fight homies because they're homies. So I wouldn't fight anybody, like unless the money was insanely good, I wouldn't fight anybody that like that's a homie of mine. You know, so yeah, that's out of the question. My man Kevin with the $2. Shout outs to Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the big 2. Oh God, it feels so sad. That's why I watch it. I was gonna go get propaganda. That's what I'm saying. People would pay all sorts of money to see him get bopped. To see him just get bopped. So I think people would pay. But he's the type of dude, maybe if he put his mind to something, he might get crazy ripped and train and all that. What if he did it? That'd be wild, right? Oh man. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the $2 dono, man. I appreciate that. Astral Chain, Legion Assault theme. Let's go. Thank you for the support, brother. Let's see. He's kind of a propaganda guy, but I mean, whatever. I think you might have a better chance fighting against Moist Critical than Osmond Gold. Oh well, the latter. We'll chicken out maybe. Yeah, I doubt Moist would fight just because there's no point in him doing it, you know. So yeah, I doubt that he would, but yeah, I'd probably have a better chance at that. But I mean, yeah, there's no financial and there's no real reason for him to do it. I think it's a lose-lose for him or Asmongold or any of those, you know, really popular, you know, white guys to fight me. Like it just doesn't seem like a good idea. On their end. And honestly, it's not a good idea to fight anybody. Whenever you fight someone, you push yourself at a lot of risk. You know, this is coming from somebody who's fought a lot, right? You put yourself at a lot of risk to get permanently hurt, to get, you know, in trouble. Like there's so many, like in trouble, in terms, not in trouble as in like in trouble like with the law or something, but just your body at risk, right? Like there's a reason why most people are not fighters, and that's because you put yourself at extreme risk for permanent injury potentially, right? All it takes is one good punch, right? For something to go south and to go bad. So, you know, I don't fault people for just saying, why would I do that? Plus, violence is never the key or never the answer, right? So for me, I haven't fought anybody in years. I don't even remember the last time that I did. It must have been like a decade ago or something like that. It's been a while. So yeah, because there's no point. And I don't ever try to start fights or anything out in the streets either. Heck no, because you don't know who has guns these days. So obviously it's not a good idea. However, I did do, organized martial arts. So there's always some type of burning itch in me to do organized. Yeah, organized, absolutely, right? Where you can control, someone getting hit, you can control things so it doesn't get out of hand, right? So there's always a burning itch for me to go back to that. So I always offer, if somebody doesn't like me, right, or if they hate me, or if they don't like what I say or anything, I'm like, hey man, you can take it a little bit further. Let's put some money on the line. We can go a little bit further. Obviously, no takers to this point, but yeah, I always put it out there that I'm willing to do that if you really, have a problem with me that much. So yeah. Shout out to Casual Noob with the $1 donor. Says, who would fight you, Miss Click? She is tough. She is tough, crazy. Not just because she is from Florida, but Click is badass, like her hero Samus. I would wonder if Mr. Davis would bankroll the match. Shout outs. Yeah, that's a good comment right there. Yeah, I definitely have to probably run away from Miss Click. Yeah, those Florida people, you never know how they're gonna fight. So you never know what they're gonna do. Shout outs. Thank you for the $1 dono, Casual Noob. Let's get you up here on the bonus screen. Let's go. Oh man, shout outs. Let's go. Thank you for the 100 combos. 101 on the board. We out here. Fight 101. So yeah. I watched the boxer collapse at the end of the 12-round boxing fight. He died later that night. You don't play fighting. Yeah, I mean, 12 rounds is a bit too much. Obviously, if I did a boxing match, we're not doing 12 rounds. We're doing tops 6, maybe more like 3. So yeah, that's what I would do. But I would want to end it in that 3 rounds. Like, I'm not taking any chances. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely, depending on my opponent, I would pace myself. But I definitely want to get a KO. I would not be happy with the decision. If I was going to get in the ring You know, I need a KO. I need Mike Tyson's punch out. Call me little Mac. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for the star KO, baby. I'm going for the boom. I'm going for a star KO punch. I'm not going for the decision little Floyd Mayweather type of situation. I'm going for the star KO, baby. 100%. So I would want to end it. So yeah. Let's see. OJ, you would ever play Sakura Wars? Recommend? Oh yeah, Sakura Wars is good. I played it before. It's a good game. There's one on the PS4. So yeah. I got two musics playing right now. I got two music playing right now. It's funny that it's like the same track. That's the funniest thing. Just playing at different times. Limit break that sickness, bro. I'm trying to limit break the sickness. Let's see here. Let's see, players. You think Miss Click should you miss me? Do you think Miss Click misses you? Of course, Miss Click misses everybody. I'm pretty sure she definitely. You should go watch her stream. She still streams. So if you want to go watch her stream, you can. Go follow her on Twitch. So yeah. Yeah, it's two songs. My bad, guys. It was actually the same song looping. PlayerEssence versus Spawn Wave. Loser gets kicked out the Spawn cast. Money goes to charity. Yeah, I couldn't fight a homie, man. I don't feel good. Like, I've punched a friend before, and that's the worst feeling ever. Like, to fight a friend is not good. You feel so bad afterwards. I've hit my friends before, and that's something that I told myself that I'll never, ever, ever do again. I hit my best friend in the face, although I did pull back. Like, it was nowhere near. It was like a 15% punch. It was like a 15% punch. It was not a 100% punch. It was like a 15 to 20%, you know? So, like, I hit him once, and, like, you know, we had a talk about it, and, you know, we made up. And like I said, I told myself, okay, that was the last time I ever hit a friend. I did kick my friend in college, because he kicked me in the, he like pushed me, so I kicked him in the back, but I just kind of push kicked him. I didn't actually like for real kick him. But those were the last times that I actually hit a friend of mine. So I don't ever foresee myself ever hitting a friend ever again, because both of those times I felt bad. Not necessarily the push kick to my friend Andre. I didn't feel too bad about that because he pushed me first, but I did moon him first. So, I mean, there's that. So that's why he pushed me. But the one where I hit my friend Turtle, yeah, that one I felt really bad for a long time about. I also threatened. I was like, hey, you want to go? Like with my friend Andre. Like, I was ready to fight if you wanted to. So I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. Like, I don't see myself ever getting upset enough again for me to hit anybody that I know as a friend. So yeah, no matter how mad or whatever, no matter what someone says, I can just walk away from it, which I've learned in my older age. Let's see. Yeah, you jokingly mentioned that you would slap me before. Yeah, I was never going to slap you, party man. That was all just a joke. I was never actually going to do it, you know. OJ said, this is Sparta before they... It was definitely somewhat of a Spartan kick. He went flying into the other roommate's, like, hands. Like, he wasn't paying attention. Like, he pushed me, and then I was like, okay. And I just waited a little bit, and then when he turned his back, I, like, jumped, like Luke, you know, like Liu Kang from like Mortal Kombat. I like freaking jumped Liu Kang, kicked him in the back, but I didn't actually like force kick him. I just like force kind of like Liu Kang push kicked him. But like it was with enough force to where it sent him flying through the room. Like he went like, ah! Like he looked like he was like on a Kamehameha. You know, like when you get hit with a Kamehameha beam, like when Goku hit Vegeta with the Kamehameha, and Vegeta was just like on the Kamehameha beam. Like it didn't do a ton of damage, but it had a lot of force, right? So that's what happened to him. He was like, ah! Like he went like flying, but it wasn't like a hard kick. If you guys know, it was like a really hard push kick. So, and he went, like I said, he went flying into the arms of my other roommates that just so happened to be there to catch him. So yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go. Yeah, he's a Titanic filth monster person. Isn't just mecha made of pure trash. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I said I was gonna slap you at Too Many Games 2022, but I said no, I'm not gonna do that. I was joking. I wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. So yeah. Fight night at Too Many Games. Let me get in the ring with RGT. That'd be a good wrestling match between Jaken and RGT. I'd like that. That'd be good. See, I don't mind other people that might be friends or acquaintances fighting, just not me. I don't want to personally do it. That'd just be bad. Not good. Not good. Excuse me. So yeah, if you guys have questions too, video game stuff not related to Fight Night at Essence Garden, let me know in the chat. We also have some other stuff to talk about. Monster Hunter Wilds could be coming to Switch 2. Also, it does seem like the situation that's going on with oh gosh, what is it here? Situation that's going on here with the, oh my god, the leaks. Also, the Cyber Taurus fought Party Man and won. Let's go. The big 50 coming in. Let's go. There's Party Man getting bopped.
You don't slap Party Man. This is how you do it. Tears of joy.
What you do is you bop him over the head with the frying pan. Cyber Taurus. You don't slap Party Man. You don't just, we're not just gonna go to Tom Harkin. We're gonna go to Alabama. We're gonna go to Wisconsin. We're gonna go to California. We're gonna go to New York. We're gonna go to New Mexico. We're gonna go to Philadelphia. We're gonna go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're gonna go back, take back the White House. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I get into the ring with one of these grifters. I'm gonna be like, yeah. Hit him with the Switch 2 karate chop. Hit him with the Switch 2 karate chop, bro. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit him with that. Shout outs to Cyber Toast with the big 80 on the Hokage board. You are now the new Hokage, taking over for Anonymous. Appreciate that. Cyber T out here, like always, dropping support. Thank you so much, Cyber T. You are the elite. You are the ninja of the stream. You are out here. And the round table as well. You guys know the round table. Top elite ninjas. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. It really means a lot to me while I'm almost dying. It's all going to go to my funeral at this point if I don't get over this sickness. Thank you so much, though, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Cyber Taurus. Let's go. Oh, man. Shout outs, Jay. I'm glad that you're liking Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, it's great, man. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a fantastic game. Big love to Cyber Taurus. JoJo Boys, 151. Oh, my goodness. Combo breaks. You guys know, Platinum Streak, Limit Break, ×2. Let's go. The Falcons have been a huge embarrassment, but they're still my team, looking good against the Rams so far. Hopefully they can get better for next season. Yeah. Well, I mean, Falcons start out sometimes good, then they end up doing worse later. So yeah. I would still expect the Rams to win that game, but I mean, I don't know. Outside of seeding, the Rams seem to be pretty much locked into either getting 5th or 6th. So what does it really matter? 5th seed or 6th seed. That's what the Rams can get. They're not going to get, excuse me, I don't think they can get lower than the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are going to be the 7th seed no matter what. So I'm not sure how much the Rams have to play for right now. So yeah. So I don't know if the Rams are playing all their starters. I think that they are playing their starters. Yeah, they're playing their starters. Yeah, Stafford's playing. All their guys are playing. But yeah, they really can't get anything past a 5th seed. That's the highest that the Rams can get. It's either 5th or 6th seed. That's it. 5th or 6th seed. So there's not much left to play for, outside of, like I said, one spot up in the playoffs. So I don't know. The Rams already know this. They already know this because of the game yesterday, because the 49ers beat. Now, if the Bears beat the 49ers, then the Rams still could have somehow won the division, I think. I think that if the Bears beat the 49ers, then the 49ers beat the Seahawks, I think the Rams could have won the division somehow. But with the Seahawks winning against the Panthers and the Niners beating the Bears, it was pretty much the Rams can't win the division now. So yeah. Did Jimmy G cause the team cause them to get a lower seed? Yes, it was Jimmy G's fault. It actually was Jimmy G's fault that the team has a lower seed. It was his fault. Shout outs to Simeon Coin with the $5. Says, even though you're just getting in, didn't think anyone did mooning. Spreading my holiday cheer to you. Octopath COTC Master of All. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That was really stupid of me to do that. It was really, really dumb of me to do that. I don't know why I did. I was just being dumb. Oh, actually, no Octopath music. Octopath music is copyrighted. So if you want to suggest something else, anything but all Octopath music is copyrighted. So if you want something else, let me know, Simeon Coin, and I got you. You don't have to donate again. Just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat, and I got you. Thank you for the $5 dono. Combo breaks. Let's go. That scramble pass play yesterday by Purdy was insane. Dude is balling. Oh, yeah, that scramble pass play was good. I think people are finally seeing that Mac Jones is obviously not as good as Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is just like a gunslinger. He reminds me of like a Brett Favre, Drew Brees, Steve Young, Jeff Garcia hybrid. He's somewhere between Jeff Garcia and Steve Young. That's kind of where I put him right now. Somewhere between Jeff Garcia and Steve Young. Pro Bowl-ish quarterback, can play really good. Jeff Garcia never made it to a Super Bowl, though, but it was a multiple Pro Bowler. But Steve Young made it to a Super Bowl and won Super Bowls. So Brock Purdy's made it to a Super Bowl, which is great, but he hasn't won it yet. So I kind of put him in between, somewhere between Jeff Garcia and Steve Young. So yeah, he's somewhere in between there. Very good player, though. Very, very, very good player, obviously. Square copyrights a lot of different music. Yeah, Square does. Well, it's really not Square. It's the people that make the music that Square licenses or that they do the music with. They're the ones who are copyrighted, not Square themselves. If you would have lost to the Bears, we would have clinched the NFC West last night. Really? I thought it would have been clinched. Well, no, I don't know if that would it be clinched, because I thought the Rams still could have won. I didn't know it was a clincher for the Seahawks if they did that. I didn't know that. I thought that the Rams maybe could have snuck in there. Did the Seahawks beat the Rams twice this year? Or did they only beat... I know they beat... Did they lose to the Seahawks twice? I thought the Rams beat the Seahawks once, or am I wrong on that one? Let's see here. I hope the Bills make it this year. The Bills have already clinched the playoff spot, but yeah, obviously to the Super Bowl. They're going to be a wild card. They lost the division to the Patriots, so they're going to be, I think, 5th seed. Looks like 5th or 6th seed, depending on the outcome of the NFC South or AFC South between, I think, Houston and Jacksonville. They're still fighting for division. Who could potentially win that? I think it might come down to the wire. I'm not 100% sure. Jeff earned a Super Bowl appearance but got robbed of it. When did he go to the Super Bowl? Which one was that? He didn't go to Super Bowl with the Niners. Jimmy G, greater than Brock Purdy, bro. Way greater. Hope the Bills, I already read that. Shout outs. But yeah, that scramble play was great, man. I mean, I was on pins and needles. The funniest thing is that during that last play that Caleb Williams had the ball, I was changing my son's diaper. And I was like watching it on my tablet, and like as I was changing my son's diaper, because my son for some reason decided to go on a heater last night. I don't know. I mean, he had as many dirty diapers as Brock Purdy had touchdowns. Like for some reason, my boy was just hitting me. That man was like, hit me with his best shot. Like legitimately, hit me with your best shot. Like dude was just unloading like multiple times during the game. Like throughout the day, it was just boom, boom, boom. He was just lighting up diapers all day. Like, so yeah, I was changing his diaper while that play was going on, the very last play of the game. And I saw it, I was like, oh no, incomplete. I was like, yeah, let's go. Oh man. Nah, he saved the Eagles season, then he got benched. Oh yeah. He got benched for McNabb, right? Oh yeah, that's the interesting lore with Jeff Garcia. Secret of Evermore menu theme. All right, I got you on that one. Secret of Evermore. Secret of Evermore menu theme. All right, I think this is it right. Shout out to Secret of Evermore. Crazy game back in the day. The Eagles were fortunate, very fortunate last night. Allen was just a bit off on that 2-point. Yeah, he was just a bit off. I mean, the Eagles already have a guaranteed either 2 or 3 spot. It's either it's either between 2 or 3. So even if they lost that game, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It was more of a devastating blow to the Bills than it was to the Eagles, because Bills still could have won the division. With that loss, the Patriots clinched the division. Whereas the Eagles have already clinched the division, and they're not going to be worse than the NFC South champion. So the Eagles is either number 2 or number 3. They're out of contention for number 1 spot. So really, it's like pick your poison. If you're number 2, you're going to play either the Seahawks. You were going to play either the Seahawks, 49ers, or Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it really doesn't. You're probably going to play an NFC West team. You're going to play the 7th seed. Sorry. You're going to play the 7th seed. So, actually, no, it is important to them, because if you play the 7th seed, the 7th seed is going to be Green Bay. Actually, no, Green Bay's still good. So, it's like, yeah, no matter what, you're kind of like, whether you're 2 or you're 3, it's either you're going to play Green Bay or you're going to play an NFC West team. So, it's like, what does it matter? You know, like, the Green Bay Packers are just about as good as anybody in the NFC West. They're definitely as good as some of those teams. And, so it doesn't really matter whether you play the Packers or you play the Rams. I mean, you might get a date with the Rams if you're 3, then, or if you're 3, then you get a date with the 6th seed. So the 6th seed is either going to be it's going to be like the 49ers, it's going to be the Rams, or it's going to be the Seahawks or somebody like that. So yeah. Looks like if the 49ers beat the Seahawks, I think it's going to be the Seahawks in the 5th spot, and it's going to be the Rams in the 6th spot. So, yeah. If you're 3, you got a date with 6. So, let's see. If the 49ers lost to the Bears, that would have dropped to San Francisco another game back. With that loss, Seahawks would have been out of reach for the division standings. Okay, gotcha. Is anyone hyped for Fire Emblem 4 Remake? Shut up, party man. What's up, Superpower Man? Welcome. When did Octopath Traveler music get copyrighted? The music is goated. It's been copyrighted. I've just been scrubbing it from my past streams. But yeah, it's been copyrighted for a while. But yeah, I just realized that that's the song. It doesn't say Octopath. It just says the name of the song, but the name of the song is definitely the Octopath song. So yeah, that's what's happening. Rams are in the rare position that they can improve their draft position with a win because they have the Falcons pick. LOL, tragic that the Rams get a top 10 pick. Yeah, that's pretty tragic. But it is what it is. You know, you play the game. So yeah, they're gonna get even better next year. You know, they're gonna get even better. They can go anywhere really. I mean, they're good at running back. They're good at receiver. They can even go with like another young receiver. They're probably going to go deep. I'm guessing they're going to go with defense, maybe like a corner or like a safety. Well, probably not a safety, but maybe like a corner if they can get a really good corner. Probably somebody like that. Or maybe even like outside linebacker or like a defensive end hybrid, something like that. But they're good on the defensive end spot too. They got verse. They got good guys across the board. You know, they've been drafting pretty good. So I'm guessing they'll probably go defense again, but or maybe they go offensive line. Maybe they go offensive line. So yeah, I think it just depends on who's on the board, Oh man, Fire Emblem 4 Remake. The game, when Fire Emblem 4 Remake happens, I'm really going to, I'm going to make sure that you guys all know. Like, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows when it actually happens. I'm going to make sure that it's heard. I'm going to make sure that things are happening, you know? I see, I didn't know that. I'm sure you did what you had to do. Some things can't be helped. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Simeon Coin. Justin with the 3.
Can I get the main theme from Fire Emblem 4 Remake, or is it copyrighted? Lol, can I get some Trails in the Sky music?
I love you guys, but then I also hate you guys. Trails in the Sky. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys all want Fire Emblem 4 Remake to be real. I agree. We all want it. It'll happen. Yes, please. Believe in me. I don't want to talk about it, though. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up, man. Stop bringing it up. So yeah. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up overall, you know? So yeah. I don't need you guys to talk about it all the time. You know? Listen, it's gonna happen. And when it happens, I'm never gonna let you guys I'm gonna be rubbing it in your faces every single time, okay? So I hope it does happen. And when it does happen, I'm gonna let you guys know about it. I really am gonna let you guys know about it, you know? Really am. I wonder how many more years Stafford will play. Stafford's gonna play till the wheels fall off. He looks great at his age. He takes care of himself. He actually looks younger and healthier now than he did when he first got into the league. Like, legit, no joke. Go back and look at his pictures from draft day compared to now, and he looks better now than he did back then. I'm pretty sure he's on that Tom Brady stuff. He looks great. So I see Stafford playing into his 40s. I mean, he's what, 37? I see him playing into his 40s easy. Massive Rican with the JoJo.
Shout out to those Fire Emblem 4 believers.
Let's go. Shout out to the Fire Emblem 4 believers. They know the deal. They know the deal. They know what's going on. 169 on the board. Very nice. Combo breaks. Let's go, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. I heard from a reliable source that Fire Emblem 4 Remake is real. Big love to Massive Rican. Thank you for the $10 dono. Appreciate you. Yo, JoJo Boys. Another JoJo. 13 JoJo's on the board. Hey, yo. I appreciate that, guys. 15 JoJo count coming up. 2 more JoJo's to get to that. Let's go. 89 streak as well. Mass Effect 5 trailer is out. There's no new Mass Effect 5 trailer out right now. Let's see here. Actually, I'd probably be Twilight Princess on NSO for 2026 Zelda. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. I'm thinking about getting Trails in the Sky first chapter. Should I get it on PS5 or Switch? Can't decide. If you like playing long RPGs portable, I highly recommend getting it on the Nintendo Switch 2. They actually fixed the frame rate stuff too, so it plays pretty good on there. So I recommend it because it's a long RPG. You're probably going to want to play that portable. I recommend the Switch 2 version, in my opinion. But if you don't care about playing portable, then the PS5 version is pretty good and you should get that one. So yeah. I don't know what the Zelda... I mean, we could get a remake or re-release of something Zelda. There could be a new top-down Zelda. I just don't know what they're going to do. I mean, Echoes of Wisdom came out not... What was that? Was that 2024 for Echoes of Wisdom? So, it wasn't even that long ago for it. So, I don't see Echoes... I don't see them... I don't know if they're going to have anything this year for it, you know? So, but we'll see. They had a lot of Zelda this year, or just overall. Like, you have the Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom Switch 2 editions, or more like updates that make it look way better, obviously. You have the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom updates that double the frame rate and make that look way better. You had, obviously, NSO, Wind Waker. So, I mean, right there, that gives you a big, you know, slew of Zelda games to be able to play. So I'm guessing they're going to do some stuff, maybe, you know, with some older Zelda games, bring some of those back. I mean, is it Zelda's 40th anniversary? It's coming up on the 40th, right? So we'll probably see something coming up. Don't they? I mean, they do one Zelda thing related per year, but it can be anything Zelda related. So it can be like re-releases of games, you know? Alright, man, I want to know what your cool ideas of what the next 3D Mario is going to be. It's hard to guess or anticipate what the next 3D Mario game is going to do. Like, nobody anticipated Mario Odyssey, right? Even like Mario Sunshine. Even back when Mario 64 came out, nobody even really thought that they could make a Mario game in 3D that would be what it was. So, I mean, people did say Mario in space, but that was more of a joke, more so than it was like a real thing. But it actually happened. So I don't know what they're going to do for the next major 3D Mario, but I think they're going to reveal it this upcoming year. OJ, what's your favorite yearly slop? Everything is slop these days. So my favorite yearly slop is everything. Hope Mass Effect Legendary Edition comes to Switch 2, just like Fallout 4 is coming. Yeah, I mean different companies, but yeah. The next 3D Mario will be about flying around, like Mario 64 was, or like Mario 3. Going over 300 hours on Switch 2 Madden. Man, that's a lot of hours on Madden. So yeah. We'll see about Mass Effect. I mean, there's been some rumors about Mass Effect, but I don't think EA's in any rush to support the Switch 2, like with a lot of games. And EA just got done with their sale. I just don't think that right now they're just worried about that. I just don't know. So, I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be anything. So yeah. So yeah, it's all good. A dungeon 3D Mario game? A dungeon 3D Mario game? Like what, like a Zelda Mario game? Mario into the Mario-verse, I'm calling it. Here's my best guess for a 3D Mario. My best guess for a 3D Mario is that they're going to try to make it like the Wonder version of 3D Mario. Not Super Mario Bros. Wonder 3D. Not like they're going to copy, but they're going to try to make it like psychedelic Far Out. You know? Mario's had that before. I think they're going to try to go with that theme and then push it to the next level now that you're doing 3D. So I'd expect really weird, abstract themes and power-ups to make it into this Mario game. Maybe even like aliens, right? So I guess that's space, but maybe even some stuff like that, but not Galaxy, but just, once again, trippy, psychedelic type of stuff that happens in the game. That's what I'm guessing. Or maybe it's more, I got two theories. It can be a more clean-cut Mario. So they try to make like Mario 3, but 3D. So give us the cool power-ups. Frog suits, Tanuki suits. Make it power-up based, right? Really cool levels, dynamics, big worlds, things like that. So just make it a big old Mario game, right? Interconnected, open world, big old 3D Mario game. They can do that. Mario 3, but 3D, open world. I can see that. Or give us like a psychedelic 3D Mario game with abstract, weird themes, you know? So yeah. My idea was actually for what DK Bonanza was with Mario and Peach on an adventure. Ooh, that would still be really good, like a tag team mechanic between Mario and Princess Peach some way. I think if they can get I don't know how they get that to work. Like, it works with Donkey Kong because he's a big ape or gorilla that can carry people, you know, on his back. But like Mario can't do that. So it'd be interesting to see how they'd be able to get Mario and Peach. I think they would just both run, right? It'd just be like them just both running throughout worlds or environments. So yeah. Mario Baseball. I mean, I think Mario Baseball's possible, especially with how the Mariners did this year. Almost making it to the World Series. I can see them maybe next year doing a Mario Baseball game. Or maybe the year after. I guess they got Mario Tennis next year. Maybe later. I still think Bowser's Fury's gameplay is what they build off of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a Mario 3 but Bowser's Fury. That could be a thing for sure. So yeah. You think they'll expand on what they did in Bowser's Fury in terms of how big the level was? Yeah, I think so. That's possible. I would love to see a new Mario Baseball. Yeah, I'm not big on Mario Baseball, but I mean, I would definitely play it if they put it out. Well, Mario can essentially tag Peach in. They can use power-ups too. Yeah, I think it's going to be wild. When they show that first Mario game, it's going to hit harder. Or maybe it's going to hit as hard as Odyssey hit, if not harder. So yeah, I think it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be like when they show it off, like it's gonna be like it's gonna be Koizumi. That's how I know. Listen, guys, if Koizumi is presenting the next Nintendo Direct, if it's not Shinya Takahashi, maybe they're trying to trip us up. But if Koizumi is there with the next Nintendo Direct, he's gonna be the guy that says, "Hey, if we do a Mario, if we announcing Mario, I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna talk about it. If any of you guys want to announce Mario, it's gonna be me." That's what Koizumi's gonna do. So if Koizumi's presenting the next Nintendo Direct, get ready for 3D Mario time. You know? Get ready for 3D Mario time. Get ready. So yeah. Well, Mario can ascend. Oh, I already heard that. Mario extraction platformer multiplayer game. LLJK. Yo, Chrono Rig. That would get the what's it called? That would get the guys like Shroud excited, right? He'd be like game of the year potential. Let's go. That'd get the PC people excited, the dude bros. But the game wouldn't be on PC, so yeah. Mentally preparing for the day to unveil 3D Mario. I'm ready to lose my. Oh my god! It's the thing about why this one's gonna be to me even crazier. The reason why the 3D Mario reveal was not as crazy is because they kind of like soft revealed it. They showed the game, but we didn't know what it was, so we already knew that there was some. I thought it was a port of something, but then people were like, no, it's a brand new Mario game. So then, like, we were already expecting it. I was like, okay, 3D Mario's coming. Like, we've seen it, right? There's been a little bit of footage on there. But now it's going to be completely blindside, you know?
My Mario 3D prediction is it will be awesome, and a wild prediction is a tag team 3D adventure with Mario, Luigi, Peach, and a twist Bowser all working together to save the Mushroom Kingdom.
That would be awesome. I'd be down for that. But Justin, I think the craziest thing is because we didn't get like shown the game. Like if Nintendo teased the Mario game already, then it'd be like, okay, you know, we're gonna see it again. But they teased it in 2016 with Odyssey, then they fully revealed it in 2017. So it was like hype and it was awesome, but it was like a little bit was like, okay, we know. And yes, we know that a new Mario game is coming, but we haven't seen it at all. So that's why this one is going to be the biggest Mario reveal. This is going to be the biggest Mario announcement when it comes to 3D Mario since like what? Since Mario Galaxy? This is going to be the biggest Mario reveal in a long time, bro. Like it's going to be crazy. You know? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love Mario, really do, but Zelda and Fire Emblem are my top two Nintendo franchises. So excited to see what comes next. Yeah, I like Zelda and Fire Emblem more than Mario as well. But I'm still excited to see 3D Mario and like what they can do. It's always fun for the next 3D Mario game. 3D World did not have the most exciting reveal. Partial people online and the lackluster graphics made it not as big of a reveal. When they first showed off the game, I know it was a long time ago, but people were like, this game looks bad. It doesn't look great. It looks like a lame 3D Mario game. It just looks like Super Mario 3D Land, you know? And that's what people, you know, like it looked okay to me. I thought it was cool. I'm like, okay, it looks cool, but yeah, it wasn't like that big new concept 3D Mario game that people were looking for, because it was a play on 3D Land. They took 3D Land and they made 3D Land way bigger and way better. Now, is Super Mario 3D World awesome? Yes. It's incredible. Did it look a lot better later? Yeah. They showed it once in 20... I think they showed it in 20... I think they showed it once in early 2013, then they showed it again, like, late 2013 before it launched, or E3 or something. I forgot exactly how it shook out, but it was a bit muted. And like I said, the internet was trashing it, you know? So that's the reason why 3D World wasn't as hype as an announcement. I'd probably say Wonder and Odyssey were definitely bigger announcements. Like, they had more hype going for it than 3D World. 3D World, Nintendo fans just bashed it, you know? So yeah. We are going into Directs knowing that they'll have a 3D Mario, but what will be a big shock is because we have no idea what it will look like. Remember how hype Wonder was? Exactly. That's why I said Wonder. Like, Wonder was so hype. Like, when they announced Wonder, I couldn't believe how good it looked. I'm like, wow, now this is a 2D Mario game, you know? What about Mario trapped in an alternate universe where Bowser is good and the Mario and the Mushroom Kingdom are evil? Nintendo's just crazy enough to do something like that, but I don't think they want to sully Mario's good name. So yeah. The new Fire Emblem game looks so tight. Yeah, Fire Emblem looks incredible. Watch them announce Mario RPG 2. I love Mario RPG 2, but I don't think they're going to announce that for like the next big 3D Mario game. I doubt it. Hey, what's up, Projo? Welcome. Been a minute. You've been here? How's it? I thought you were here last week, weren't you? 3D World final trailer before launch was hyped, though. Yes, it was very good. The graphics improved. They showed off more varied worlds and gameplay. They showed off more abilities with the different characters. It looked great. It did look great. My favorite Nintendo franchise goes Xeno, Metroid, Zelda, Pokemon DK. All very good franchises, of course. With Mario Odyssey being peak, that also increases expectations for the next game. It really does increase expectations, you know, for the next game. So yeah, I think that's one thing that people are definitely like looking at and saying, okay, how's that gonna work, or how are we gonna do this, you know? Mario kidnaps Bowser Jr. Like Bowser Jr. would let himself get kidnapped by Mario. Let's see here. Yeah, Wonder was hype. It's just such a refresher that it wasn't a copy and paste of New Super Mario Bros. Exactly, which I felt that they were going to be done with that, because they did New Super Mario Bros., right? New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and that sold 18 million units. So I knew that they're like, okay, this has ran its course. There's no point. But even if they did New Super Mario Bros. Again, obviously the big increase in graphics, like with the Switch 2, I think it would have looked significantly better than New Super Mario Bros. Even though, yes, they have a 4K update or whatever, but that's still like a Wii U game, right? Still based off the Wii version of the game. I think that if they actually made a New Super Mario Bros., it would have looked significantly better, obviously. Like, there was a time when New Super Mario Bros. Actually looked legitimate awesome, and that was like the DS days. Like, when they first revealed New Super Mario Bros., everyone was excited about that, because like, oh wow, it's like classic, you know, old school Mario. And even like the Wii version, people were hyped about that. That sold really well. The problem was the Wii U and the 3DS. That's when people were like, okay, wait, hold up, New Super Mario Bros. Again? I mean, I don't fault Nintendo, because New Super Mario Bros. On the DS sold a ton, like 30 million or whatever it sold, or like 20 million, or it sold multiple millions. And then New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii sold like another multiple millions. So I don't fault them for saying, let's just do it again. But people got tired of it. By the time that it hit the Wii U and then the Nintendo 3DS, people were like, okay, like, hold up. That's 4 games in 6 years. 6 to 7 years, we've had 4 new Super Mario Bros. Games. Like, that's way too much, you know, so then we took a long break. They had Mario Maker. That's a very different type of game, you know, not counting that type. But then it was like, what? 11 years between New Super Mario Bros. U and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, so that was good. The Wii U and the 3DS kind of killed New Super Mario Bros. For me. Yeah, exactly. That's where everyone just kind of was like, okay, because they were doing too much in a little amount of time. And those ones, while they were good, New Super Mario Bros. On the 3DS, New Super Mario Bros. 2 was like, okay, that was like, okay, I'm not sure about that one. Just like collecting gold coins all day, like for like no apparent reason. And if they would have added in some really dope upgrades that you can buy and power-ups and certain, like if they would have, but they didn't, it was still lame. Like there was lame power-ups, there was lame stuff. Yeah, the controls and all that were good, and it was still somewhat fun, but it was just lame collecting gold coins all day. You got to build an economy around that. Build like, okay, you can get different upgrades, you can buy different powers and suits, and you can buy levels to go to. Like, you got to give a reason to collect all that money. You just can't be collecting money because I want to be Mario money. Make it a Wario game. Like, why wasn't that a Wario game then if it's all about just collecting money? So that was just weird. I think that was a bad idea. So yeah. So Switch 2 dev kits were more available. That was never really a big issue in the first place. I know Nate the Hate talked about that, but that was never an issue, and I said that stuff would resolve itself before we even have anything to say. So yeah, Nate the Hate saying that, but it was never really an issue in the first place, to be honest. It was just a few different indie developers that were upset that they didn't get a kit yet. That's really what it comes down to. It wasn't like it was a widespread, oh my god, we can't get a kit, nobody has a kit. It wasn't. Nah, that was just the internet doing the internet things. But yeah, that was never really an issue to begin with. I mean, and I don't think Nate even really brought it up as much of an issue. He just said that it's been resolved, but it was always resolved. It was never, like I said, it was never really that big of an issue, in my opinion, at least, based on who I spoke with. But yeah, regardless of how you felt about it, it's been resolved, it seems, as we've gotten a lot of different developers announce games. So yeah. But yeah, 2026 is going to be a big year for Switch 2. I'm looking forward to it. Man, I wish we would get Rise Switch 2 update rather than Wilds. That game is hella mid. I mean, we could get both. I mean, I don't know if it's one or the other. They could just do both of them, so we'll see. The animations in Mario Wonder won everyone over in that reveal. I think it was the animations and, of course, the art direction was very good. So that definitely won people over instantly. But I think also it was just the fact that it was different. It was just different from New Super Mario Bros. Everyone was kind of tired of New Super Mario Bros. And all of that. So yeah. People were just kind of tired of it. Make sure you guys hit that like button too. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go. At least for me, after New Super Mario Bros. Wii, the series ran its course. They're not bad games, but they didn't really evolve. Exactly. Like, I think that after New Super Mario Bros. U, that should have been the end of it. I mean, like, I get why they put one out for the 3DS because they want to sell copies. So, I mean, like, I understand why they did it. It's just one of those things where it was like a necessary, it was going to be a necessary evil for Nintendo. They were going to get one more payday, which they got it. You know, New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii U did okay for how bad the system sold overall. They ultimately got another massive payday with the game on the Switch. You know, they got their payday with the 3DS game did well enough. So they got their last payday and then it was done. So it was one of those things to where, I mean, honestly, like, it's one of those things to where as a public company, you gotta do it. Like, if I was running Nintendo as a, you know, as a public company and I don't want to get fired, I would have done the same thing. But like, as a gamer, I don't like it. I wish they would have said, hey, let's think of something else. But as a business person, I mean, yeah, like, that's something that you're gonna have to do. If you could make them, because they're gonna sell well, and they did. So yeah, it was like one of those double-edged sword or necessary evils, at least from a business perspective. But as a gamer, I'm like, bro, do something else. Like, why do we have to wait that many years? I mean, they did do Mario Maker, which was cool, right? So maybe they're thinking, hey, we got Mario Maker cooking up, so you guys can, hey, look, you guys are tired of this, make your own Mario game, you know? But yeah. Shout outs to Justin though, appreciate that. I would like a new exclusive standalone Monster Hunter game for Switch 2. Me too. That's what I talked about in today's video. I think that would be really good if they did that. We're not going to get both. Rise still has tons of players, especially in Japan. On Switch, they want Wilds to sell more because it halted compared to previous games. We might. I mean, we'll see. We have to wait and see, right? Like, they could just stealth update the game make it run unlocked on the Switch one. But like I said, we'll see. I like Wild's better than Rise, but maybe Capcom and I didn't, but because I didn't play it on PC, maybe. I think it's interesting. This might be the most we know about Nintendo first-party games going into a new year before the first one. Like the most we know. Yeah, I mean, we know about a lot of Nintendo first-party games. I think they want to make sure that they keep the news flowing, you know, and have games that people can be excited about for next year too, you know. But there's still a lot that we don't know. From what I understand, there's definitely going to be a lot of games coming through that we don't know about overall. So yeah. But yeah, I feel you on that one, Psycho Pie, dude. Definitely crazy. Definitely crazy on that one. Like, it was just, it ran its course, man. I was tired of the New Super Mario Bros. Games. Like, I played and beat New Super Mario Bros. For Wii U, but I was like, I'm done. And New Super Mario Bros. 2 or the 3DS, like, bro, I was like, I'm good. You know, I'm good. Yeah, Diamador Lenore, who's you know, the best corner, probably the best defensive player the Niners have now that what's it called? Now that obviously that Fred Warner and Bosa are out. He's saying that he wants to shadow Jackson Smith and Jigba. Said he wants to shadow him man to man. He wants to make sure that he lines up on the same area as him. And honestly, I think that they're gonna have to do something. They just can't let him absolutely destroy the Niners. So I'm hoping that they do. They haven't done that all year. Diamador has never shadowed the best receiver all year. He just plays on his side. But the Niners defense is so bad. The top receivers eat up the Niners. So I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. They got to do something. I'm just hoping that they can just outscore the Seahawks. I have no confidence in our defense to stop anybody. So yeah. So yeah. Gonna start Metroid Prime 4 this weekend. Oh man, have fun, dude. It's such a great game. Wonder what Samus Hunter is cooking. Samus Hunter. Oh my gosh. Fraudulent. Mario Wonder, Switch 2, Yoshi, Mario Tennis, Tomodachi Life Rhythm Heaven, FE, AC, Switch 2. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's exciting, dude. Like, you know, that's why I'm all for. I like exclusives, dude. Like, to me, there's a certain, like, air of excitement. Like, when you know about an exclusive, you know that they're going to maximize, or at least they're going to try to maximize what they can do on that platform. To me, an exclusive, it just, I get it. You know, not everybody has the money to buy all the different stuff, but video games are not that important. Like, they're important, but they're not that important to where you have to play everything. Like, if you can't buy them, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just play what you get. Be thankful for what you get. That's how I was raised, you know? But for the people who can, like, to me, there's an era of excitement about, like, actually having exclusives. I think that they're important. I think that they bring something to the table. They make the platform feel like it goes, you know? So I like them. I like exclusives. I know some people see that as not good and all that, but man, I'm a fan. I just think, and I'm like that with all platforms. That's why I buy multiple platforms. Ever since I've been able to buy multiple platforms, like I got a job since the 6th generation. That's when I've been able to buy multiple platforms. I've been buying them. I'm like, hey, look, Xbox has this, Sony has this, Nintendo has this. I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna enjoy. But I get it though. Not everybody wants to be able to play not everybody can afford everything. So I get it for those people, you know. But like, in my opinion, that's why you go with the system that you feel offers the best, you know, overall package. Like, that's the whole point of the companies fighting for your dollar. Like, if you can only get one, who has the best exclusives? Who has the best combination of third party and exclusives? And for a lot of people, it's always PlayStation, right? Sony has the best combination, so that's why it's like a default system. It's like, okay, Nintendo has good exclusives too, but they don't get all the third party, so I'm gonna go with PlayStation. So, you know, but Sony says, oh, we're still gonna have God of War, we're still gonna have, you know, Horizon, we're still gonna have Spider-Man, we're still gonna have, these games here and there. Nintendo, they don't get a lot of the third-party games sometimes, although it's a lot better now. But hey, we're gonna have consistent first-party games, like consistent flow of first-party. So to me, that works. That's what makes it exciting. It makes it fun. Like it makes it lit. Like if everybody just had everything, if every system was the same power, same graphics, same features, same everything, that's boring. It becomes like PC, or it becomes lame-o, like that's lame. That's not fun. That's not exciting. It just becomes PC. PC is the most boring platform ever. Like PC got to be the most swagless, most boring platform. PC reminds me of the rich kid. I went to school with a lot of rich people. The school that I went to in the best neighborhood, I wasn't rich. I went there to go play football, okay? I had a coach that saw me doing long jump when I was young. He just saw some black kid doing long jump, and he's like, oh man, that guy can probably play football. And he's like, hey, I need you to come play football for me. Like pee-wee football. I was like, all right, you sound like a confident person. I was like, all right. And all of a sudden he drove me home, and he talked to my mom and was like recruiting me because he just saw me do long jump. I had played 1 year of football already. He saw me do long jump in 7th grade. I had finished my first year of playing tackle football. And but it reminds me, when I was in high school, there was a lot of rich kids, and they would just brag about being rich. They would just brag about what they had. There was no substance. There was no style or flavor. They were just popular. People just liked them because they were rich. They would just buy stuff. You know what I'm saying? They would just have the best stuff. They'd have the nicest cars. They'd have the nicest house. And there was no substance to their personality outside of I'm rich. That was it. So like PC feels like that to me. It's like there's no substance outside of I'm the best, or I get the best graphics, No sauce whatsoever. So that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the rich kids that I used to go to high school with, Shout outs to Massive Rican with the Ninja.
If all platforms had the same games, we'd have no sauce. There'd be no point, and everything would be homogenized.
Yeah.
No one like homogenization. You know what I'm trying to say, lol.
Absolutely, fam. Absolutely, bro. Like, there'd be none of that. So it's like it works for some people, some places, and I respect that. But it ain't worked for me. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that. I like my variety, my spice, I'm gonna get me some Japanese spices. Sometimes I'm gonna get me some Mexican spices. I'm gonna get me my Nigerian, my Igbo spices. We getting that suya sauce, that suya pepper, baby. I like to have a little bit of flavor in everything that I do. If everything's the same, man, that's lame. That's corny. It's not fun. It's not exciting. It's just everything's the same. Don't get me wrong. Like, the games are still the games, and like I'd still play. I'd still be a gamer, but I think it becomes less exciting when everything's like, look at Microsoft's presentations. Are those exciting? I mean, they're good, but they're no longer exciting. There's no longer exclusives. Everything's just on everything, or it's just a late Switch 2 port or something. It's not lit no more. It's not lit no more.
Still every now and then people bring up screen ghosting. What's funny is people are so over it that they just tell them to sell it or just play dock.
Yeah.
Lol.
Seriously. I went to school with hood rich kids. That's funny, man. You want to play football? Gonna have to play football for me. That's kind of how he was, 777. He was kind of like that. He was like, me, play football for me. That's how I got introduced to the kids I ended up playing with in 8th grade, and to the school that I went to and all that was through him, man. He kind of like forced me. He like came and talked to my mom and was like, he needs to play here. This is gonna be better for him. Like, he's gonna get a higher quality football experience. They're gonna teach him more things. Like, it's gonna be more competitive. He's too good for that league that I played with before. I used to play in this small league with 4 teams. It was all kind of hood kids, man. It was hood rich, bro. It was hood. It was just all black and Mexican kids. It was hood rich, bro. Oh man, 4 teams. Oh man, it was just named after different. It was the Cowboys. I was on the Cowboys, which I did not like the name, but whatever. It was the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Steelers, and I think the Raiders, but I don't remember. But it was like 4 teams based off the NFL. And it was, I mean, I learned a lot, but I just like, that league was really bad. Like, I just like dominated. Like, that league was so bad. Like, every time I got the ball, it was a touchdown. We played 7 games. I scored 30 touchdowns. I only got the ball like 7 times a game because I just score every time I touch the ball. And then I played middle linebacker on defense. And dude, I think I had like 100 tackles and like 10 sacks on the season. Like, it was crazy. I just played obviously the league was like, I needed to play in a different league. And I did really good in the other league. The competition was a bit better, but we were still really good. So like, we went 10-0 the next year I played. So the competition, like, I didn't score every time I touched the ball though, but I did score a lot. But I didn't score every time I touched the ball. But yeah, man, it was crazy. Yeah, that league, like I said, it was a hood rich league. A lot of the kids, you know, they had never played football before. It was their first time. I never played tackle football either. That was my first time. It was 7th grade. Like, I just played flag. But the league was just not very good, you know. But I mean, the kids tried. Like they tried, you know. Everybody tried to do their best. Like, you know, like the league was so hood rich. One time, the kids had to play 2 games in a row because of just how like the schedule worked. They had to literally play 2 games in a row. You know how you feel after a football game? They had just got beat and they had to play again. It was the worst team in the league, the Chiefs. So it was funny. Like, it was just a really funnily ran, really weird ran league. But shout outs to my first coach, my first tackle football coach, Coach Ray, man. He was awesome. He taught me a lot about playing running back, because that's the guy. Before, I played receiver and I played corner. I'm like, oh, I'm not a running back. But he moved me to running back. He said, no, you're a running back. He said, you're a running back and you're a middle linebacker. And I was like, okay, I guess. But it was weird. It was awkward for me because I still did everything like a receiver, you know, or like a corner. So, because my favorite players were Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders. You know. I like Barry Sanders too. I love Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders. So, yeah, man. But anyway, when I went to the school after playing there, I met a lot of rich kids. This kind of deviated a lot, but met a lot of rich kids. And like, the rich kids, even at that point, they were PC gamers. Even back then, the rich kids were like, oh yeah, I play on PC. I got the best graphics, you know? And I'm like, yeah. And they would make fun of me sometimes for playing GameCube or for playing other systems, you know? Or playing Super Nintendo. So, it was funny. So I personally like that Switch 2 has exclusive series that I enjoy, and we still often get sales from indie and third parties that we do have on the system. Yeah, I like that too. That's cool, you know. It's true. PC gamers are always bragging about comments about playing at 120 FPS so douchey. Yeah, it's like 120 FPS is great. It's nice. I mean, I played Metroid Prime 4 at 120 FPS, but I mean, I could probably play it at 60 FPS and it was fine. So yeah. Oh my gosh, the Falcons are absolutely blowing out the Rams right now. 21-0? What is going on here? Greatest show on turf? Oh, Matthew Stafford is just throwing interceptions. He might lose the MVP with this. He might lose the MVP here. What the heck is going on? 21-0. The Rams can probably come back and win, though. The Rams could come back and win. Crazy thing about the Falcons, if they just simply won another game or two, they'd probably be in contention for the NFC South. If they just simply won one more game or two, they'd actually be in a chance to win. Let's see. One of my favorite receivers in the NFL right now is Devontae Smith for the Eagles. He's a beast. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's very good. Very good receiver. Very good. Wish he was on the Niners, actually. I'm tired of spreading my games out across multiple platforms. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I'm tired. I get why some people are tired of that. And to be honest, I made a conscious decision like, yo, I'm just gonna buy stuff on Switch too. Like, I haven't purchased, and look, I still like my PS5. I'm gonna play games on PS5 like when it becomes apparent that I need it. But like if it's an exclusive like Wolverine, right? Wolverine, I'm gonna play on my PS5, or Saros, I'm gonna play that on my PS5. Like, those are games I'm gonna get. But like if it's like a third-party game, or if it's something, or even if it's not, like I'm just been playing Switch 2. Like, I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna prioritize Switch 2 because I like the first-party games a lot. So for me personally, I'm not even really spreading myself thin across PS5. I mean, if there's a game that comes out, I'll play it on there. But I've been playing a lot on Switch 2, and I see why there's a lot of people that just got like PS5s and they just want to play on PS5. I get that. Or if you just want to play on PC, I get that. Like, I'm there. But I still like to have exclusives. Like, I still want to see each system compete. I'm competitive. I like competition. I don't want there to be one unilateral platform that's just everything's just the same. Like, I want there to be competition. Then again, I grew up in the console war era. I grew up not console warring. Like, I don't want to play other systems because they suck. I mean, I always wanted to play other systems, so I wasn't like, those systems suck because I like Nintendo the most. I was never like that. And I'll never be like that. I'll buy what I want. I'll play what I want. I'll always be a multi-platform gamer for the most part. I'll buy something else. Like, I'll always usually buy PlayStation and Nintendo, you know? Xbox I usually buy too, but I mean, who knows what they're going to do in the future. And if Sega ever came back with the system, I'd probably buy that too. I got a Dreamcast back in the day. But the thing about it is that, like, I just like that competition. Like, I don't want everything to just be like one thing. PC people, they grew up that way. A lot of hardcore PC people, that's all they want. They want monopolies. They want everything to be PC because the competition comes from, you know, within within the games, right? The sales of the games and stuff like that. The competition comes from AMD and Nvidia and their graphics cards or whatever, right? To me, that competition's corny and lame. I want competition amongst the consoles and systems for exclusive games that make or break what you buy. That's what I want. To me, that's the fiercest competition. I want that. I don't want graphics card competition. That's lame. I don't care about that. I know PC people do, but I don't care about that. So for me, I like having the exclusives. I like it, you know? I think it's fun. Where's Nick 93? I think he's watching the game. Yeah. Miles Garrett MVP. You can't be an MVP. You can't be an MVP when your team is that bad. So yeah, you gotta be on a better team. For once, I'm actually looking forward to third-party games on Nintendo platform. LOL RE9, Pragmata, Elden Ring, Dustbloods. I'm sure Baldur's Gate 3 will come too. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to. For me, it's kind of like a little bit the same exactly. RE9, Pragmata, Dustbloods. You know, FF7 remake Intergrade, Monster Hunter Stories. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up, so it's actually exciting for once. You know. I mean, the biggest reason to buy Xbox would be at Game Pass, yeah. But you said aside from Game Pass, no, not really, no. And it's expensive too. Like Xbox Series X, if you want a Series X, it's more expensive than a PS5. It's like the same, almost the same price as a PS5 Pro. You know, like it's crazy. It's like close. It's like too close. Even though it's not like close, I think an Xbox Series is what? Is it $600 for an Xbox Series X now? A PS5 Pro is actually more expensive. It's way more. What am I talking about? A PS5 Pro is $750 for a PS5 Pro. So, never mind. But, still. James Bond game looks solid. Yeah, they delayed it. We'll see how it turns out. Shout outs to everybody on the combo breaks, man. Justin with multiple donos recently. Massive Reekin. You guys bumped us up to 180 on the overclock. We are 20 combos away from a 2x platinum. Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be getting James Bond on my Switch. Do I have a PC and PS5? Well, it depends on how good it runs for me. If it runs good on Switch 2, then I'll pick it up on there. Oh, a Series X is $649. Man, they really raised the price from $500 to $150 increase. Okay. So yeah, that's actually $100 cheaper than a PS5 Pro. So I mean, Game Pass has to be a big enough kicker for you. But I think that a PS5 Pro is $750, but it comes with no disc drive. So I mean, like honestly, it's a PS5 Pro is much more expensive because the Xbox Series X comes with the disc drive. The PS5 Pro does not. If you don't have a system with the disc drive, that severely hampers what games you can get for like the prices of games, because you have to buy everything through the PlayStation Store. So yeah, it's still much cheaper because a PS5 Pro is really $800 plus because of the disc drive. But you know, $750 to $650. That's a lot though for an Xbox Series X for like what you're getting. On the upside, the fall of Xbox's used Xbox Series X are selling for a couple $100 now. Doesn't have to gyro like the PS5. Is missing PS exclusives and many JRPGs, but for $200 might be a good scoop. I would say this: if you have an Xbox Series X with the disc drive, hold on to that baby. I think that's going to become really rare in the future. I think it's going to become so rare to the point in the future to the point to where it's going to be like highly sought after. So I'm holding on to my Xbox Series X, man. I think it's going to become a really rare system that that's going to be interesting for backwards compatibility, because it does play everything. Now it is software backwards compatibility, and you do have to download an update for a lot of it, but it still plays everything back to the original Xbox. That's pretty cool, you know. 6-7. Xbox Series X has a disc drive, but it's 1 terabyte SSD. Yeah, Xbox is cooked when it comes to the Xbox Series systems, but when it comes to their brand, I mean, they're gonna do just fine. Yeah, gaming would be super boring with only one option. The Xbox Series X will be the last Xbox that can play old Xbox discs. Exactly. That's why it's worth keeping, because I think the price is gonna skyrocket in the future. So that's why I'm keeping mine. I mean, mine's old. Dude, I haven't turned on my Xbox Series X. I think it's been a year now since I've like actually turned it on and played anything. I don't even recall the last time that I played anything on my Xbox Series X. Like, it's been a long time. I think maybe I played back when Akira Toriyama passed away. I think I played Dragon Ball Kakarot. I think I played that on my Xbox Series X. So I might have played that, but that was like a year plus ago, right? That he passed away. When did Akira Toriyama pass away? The VCR Xbox One is the one that you can mod crazy. Oh, nice. I have an Xbox Series. I have an Xbox One X, and I have an Xbox One S. I don't have a VCR anymore. Should I go get one? I'm not really big into modding and all that, though, to be honest. Like, I'm not really a huge modding person. Blue Dragon still available on Xbox. Yeah, Blue Dragon's still on there. Didn't you play Metaphor on Xbox? No, I played Metaphor on PS5. So I played it on PS5. I did play the demo on Xbox just to see if it's, you know, better on there, but I played it on PS5. It's always an ultimate irony that these PC dudes love so claim that they're pro-consumer, yet they want PC to have monopoly. Yeah, that's why I don't really pay attention to any of it. Kiwi Talks teasing a game on Switch 2 that will make people go, what the F? LOL, what would make you say what the F to a third-party port, OJ? What the F third-party port? Is it a game? Would it be a game that we know about, or a game that's not announced yet? Like, I don't think that there's anything that we already know about that make me go, what the F? Like, what's the biggest thing that make me go, what the F? So it'd have to be some type of resurrection of a third-party game that would make me go, what the F? So it'd have to be like Scalebound, or it'd have to be like some type of shocking third-party, you know, announcement, third-party thing that would do that for me, you know? I don't think that there's anything that I can think of that's already announced that would make me do that, you know? even like GTA isn't a what the F. I mean, the reason why I say that is because why wouldn't Rockstar want to put GTA 6 on the Switch 2 if they could? Why wouldn't they? The Xbox Series X is not selling where they thought it was going to sell. If they want to sell more copies, making a Switch 2 version makes sense, you know? So for me, that's not even a what the F. Like, it would just make good business sense for it to be that way, you know? So yeah. It would make just good business sense. For me, it would be Sony first party game. Yeah, I mean, even like a Sony first party game would be like a what the F, right? Like a God of War. Yeah, that would make me like what the F. Like Horizon. But I mean, we did get the Horizon Lego game, but it is Lego, right? And we have gotten other Sony first party games. Like we've already gotten Patapon, and we've gotten some of the smaller stuff, Freedom Wars. So while yes, a bit like a Sony first party game would be what the F, it would be like, okay, well, there has been Sony first party games on Nintendo platforms, like on Switch. Although those are smaller games and those are licensed games, but they're still a thing, right? Guerrilla Games worked on the Lego game, like that's first party. So yeah. Chrono Trigger remake. A Chrono Trigger remake would get me to be like, what the F? But it'd also be, I'd be like, yo, like this is like we've been needing this. We've been like we'd be like, it's about time, you know? Like what's going on here? You know? That's how I would see it, at least. Seeing Gears on Switch 2 would be what the F. To me, Gears wouldn't, because they've already put Gears on PlayStation, so I think it's only a matter of time before they put Gears on Nintendo platforms, so that wouldn't really be a what the F. Astrobot would be a what the F because of all the PlayStation nods in there. That would be crazy. So, well, MLB The Show's on there because the MLB twisted the arm, you know, a bit, so yeah. Jose, do you think Nintendo would ever go back to a traditional system? I mean, maybe, but probably not. Because there's no point. A hybrid platform is way better than a traditional system, so. Do you think Monster Hunter Wilds will run great on Switch 2 console? I mean, if they optimized it, yeah. If it's a big Sony game, then it would mean they're seeing the reception to the handheld version of the PS game for their own handheld, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Sony putting a big game on there because, yeah, if they have their own handheld, then obviously they'd want it to help sell their handheld. Although I think that a lot of the Sony people don't understand why handhelds sell in the first place. They think they just sell because of just any games, but it's really not that. But yeah, you know. I was a bit shocked when Lego Horizon was announced. I think it was at the Keighley Awards or it was at the Summer Games Fest. I forgot exactly when. So yeah. They'll have to remove some things. That game is CPU intensive. How many games have you made? Cocho, I mean, before we start talking about CPU intensive and removing some things, that's just stuff that people say online. We don't know what they would or wouldn't have to remove. We don't know what it is. So I think that's just stuff that people mimic online. No offense though, Coach. But I just think before we even know what it is, we should wait. We should wait till something actually happens before we start saying they'd have to remove, they'd have to do this or do that. We don't know. But I feel you on that one though. I'm just kind of tired of people randomly just saying they'd have to do this CPU intensive. Like, we don't know, man. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how DLSS can play a factor into it to help out with that or whatever the case is. So a lot of times this whole CPU thing and this and that, and they'd have to remove this or that. We don't know, man. We don't develop games. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, how many games have we all made? Because I remember people were saying that, oh, this game can't run on Switch 2 because it's CPU intensive. And I'm like, well, why can't it? Oh, well, because it's CPU intensive. They'd have to do this. And I'm like, And then the game, then they announced the game. Like, that's what people said about Star Wars Outlaws. Oh, CPU. Oh, so that was this. I'm just like, well, I mean, it can still happen. It can still work just fine. It can still work. No, it's CPU intensive. No, they have to do all. I'm like, okay. And then they announced it, and it looks just fine. So I get you. I feel you. Maybe they will have to do all that. But like, I'm not big on the whole, they'd have to do this or that before we even know what's going on, you know? So yeah. But I feel you though. I feel you on that one. Because that's what the internet always says. Like, if it's CPU, then you got to do this, right? So I get it. It's just saying what people say online. But I say we should always wait till we actually get the game, or wait till the announcement, or wait till we see it, or wait till whatever. And then we can kind of go from there, you know? But that's just me. Yeah, the Rams are getting blasted right now. Last time I saw it was 21-3. But at least they scored a field goal. I mean, because they were down 21-0. So yeah, Falcons playing hard right now. Falcons are playing hard. So agreed. I think it's just the fact that we have such a massive game that would be a shock to see sooner than people would even expect. Nintendo platform, not even GTA. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, even like with GTA, like, I get what my man Kocho was saying, you know, I get what he was saying, like the CPU stuff, because I mean, they probably have to adjust some things or whatever, right? Unless they figured out some way to get it done. So it's like, I don't know, man. At this point, man, I'm just excited to see what's next. Like, it's just, to be honest, it's like the directs, man. Like, I'm just hyped to see like the first party. Third party is great, man. I love, you know, third party's cool. You know, and it's awesome. And I'm always gonna hype up the stuff like the Japanese stuff, you know. But man, dude, like, I just think like the first party stuff for next year could be killer. You know, could be super killer. So yeah. Could be super killer. But it's all good, you know? It is all good. Let's see. Rockstar can definitely get it to run on Switch 2. We'll see. I can see GTA 6 on Switch 2, just less NPCs and other than that, I don't see a huge issue. But let's see the gameplay. I mean, yeah, I like to see how it's going on Xbox Series S. You know, I like to see how that's kind of going. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, man, I don't know what's going to happen, you know? So yeah, we'll see what happens, man, you know? We'll see what happens. Oh, I guess Stafford got hit with the pick 6 again, man. He's been getting pick 6 lately. Interesting. Do the 49ers step up and get the #1 seed? If they beat the Seahawks, they do. That's a tall task. I mean, the Niners have played pretty good against the Seahawks in the last number of games, but that was against Geno Smith and not against Sam Darnold. They did beat the Seahawks at the beginning of the season on the road in Seattle with the last drive sack of Sam Darnold. But that was back when they were at pretty much full strength. I mean, they had Bosa, Warner, you know, they had everybody. They had everybody on defense. This defense is nowhere near as good as they were at that week 1 game, you know. So, but the offense looks significantly better. So their defenses went all the way down, but their offenses went all the way up to the best offense in the NFL over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Their defense is probably the worst defense in the Their defense is probably the worst defense in the NFL over the last few weeks. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens then. We'll see. Necro gave an update on Monster Hunter Wild. Says DLSS for upscaling. The NPC rendering technique been changed as well for distance to avoid CPU bottleneck. In this version, we'll have local multi. Nice, nice. Let's see what happens, right? Playing Outer Worlds 2 right now, and if anyone likes Fallout New Vegas, they'll hit the marks really good. Okay, shoutouts. Solid O versus Solid D. Going to be an excellent game. Yeah, and what's it called? The Seahawks have a good offense too. So it's like the Seahawks have the advantage. I think they have the slight advantage right now because they have a solid offense and a really good defense, where the Niners have a terrible defense and a good offense, a really good offense. So the Seahawks are the more balanced team. So they have the advantage right now, but they are playing in San Fran. You know, the Niners, you know, listen, Trent Williams might not play in the game. Looks like he might be hurt. So no Trent Williams. Kittle's going to be pushing to play, but Kittle might not play in the game. You know, so I mean, with no Kittle, if there's no Kittle and no Trent Williams, that's going to be tough to beat the Seahawks. Honestly, those are your two of your biggest offensive players. So without Kittle, without Williams, but I mean, Tom just stepped up pretty good, and Pleasant stepped up as well. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. You still got CMC, you still got Jenkins, so you still got some good players, you know. So yeah. Tonjes is okay. He's not as good as Kittle. Not as good as Kittle, but he's a solid backup. He's a solid backup, if not like a starter on a different team. So yeah, he's not bad by any means. He's a pretty good backup. He's a pretty good backup. Not bad at all. So yeah, the Tonjes is not bad. And you know, they've done pretty good. They've done pretty good. Overall, they've done pretty good when it comes to like the backup play. Like whenever Kittle's out, Tonjes came in and has had, you know, an excellent games. So I'm not like down on that. Sorry, did I say Jenkins? I meant Jawan Jennings, not Jenkins. Jennings. Jennings had 2 catches, but one of them went for 38 yards. I think Jennings has had a career year. He's actually right up there. He has 9 touchdowns. That's tied for 7th in the league. So it's not a bad, you know, not a bad at all. 51 receptions, 608 yards. He's missed time this year. You know, he's missed time, but he's been playing good when he's in there, you know, so he's been playing pretty good when he's in there. Kittle's playing 100%. He said he's going to try to play. We'll see if he actually ends up playing, though. There's still some swelling in that ankle, but I think Kittle's going to... It's time to take your Vicodin, or take your big boy pain medication. Tape that baby up. Take that pain medication. Do whatever you need to do. Get out there and play. You know, so... Tears of the Kingdom Link and Zelda and Mario Kart would be dope. Nice. 49ers don't miss Debo and Ayuk. Yeah, that's why I said it was stupid when people said that Purdy's only good because of the Debo and Ayuk. And I'm thinking to myself, Purdy's only good because Debo and Ayuk? No. Purdy makes Debo and Ayuk better. No. Purdy makes those 2 receivers better. That's not... No. You know? Yo, Uncario with the Ninja Peach.
Hey OJ, were you able to get a Wii at launch?
Mm-hmm.
Any stories from that launch, which coincided with PS3?
Yeah, I was able to get a Wii at launch. I got it in the mall. I remember I got there early. I used to work in the mall back then in 2006. So I remember I was like, okay, I got to get there real early for a pre-order. I remember they were saying, hey, we're doing pre-orders, first come, first serve. And I got there like at 5 a.m. or something like that. And I saw one person in line. They had 14 Wiis at the GameStop that I went to. So I went to a GameStop in the mall. And I remember talking to a lot of cool people that were into games there. There was this one guy that was really into Capcom, and me and him would always talk about gaming, like who was the best gaming companies. Like we would just talk about stuff. So yeah, I went there, and then somebody bought all of us in line the day that the Wii came out, that we were there early to pick it up. Or even no, the pre-order line. Somebody bought all of us like what was it? Was either McDonald's or it was like Jack in the Box. He had like a bunch of like egg McMuffins, or he had like the breakfast sandwiches from Jack in the Box. It's like, hey, I bought breakfast sandwiches for everybody. So I guess it was 2 people in line, and like one of the brothers went out to go get food for everybody. So we were able to get some breakfast. It was a breakfast jack. There we go. Breakfast jacks. We got our Switch 2. There's only 14 systems. And the funniest thing was, we were in line waiting, and then there was like a mall cop that was walking by and was acting like he knew everything about gaming. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I bought the Xbox, you know. I bought the Xbox back in like 1999. You know, I got that day one. And we were like, 99? He's like, yeah, I was in San Diego. I bought that like in 99. And we're like, yeah, Xbox didn't come out in 99. He's like, no, it was 99. I bought it. People are thinking, like, was it, you mean the Dreamcast? You mean something? No, Xbox. Xbox, Bill Gates, Microsoft, yeah. Yeah, and we were like, all right, no problem, man. So he was trying to act all cool and like trying to act like he knew about video games and all that. This dude was a boomer that never played freaking games. The last game that he probably played was like Mario Bros on the NES back then, right? This was like 20 years ago. He was a freaking boomer that never played anything. He definitely looked like Paul Blart. That was Paul Blart Mall Cop, bruh. So yeah, it was funny. So we were all just kind of like looking at him like, yeah, right, okay, buddy. Sure. Yeah, definitely Paul Blart, dude. So yeah. Shout outs to Uncario. Thank you for unlocking that memory. 185. We are 15. A pure Toby Blaster away from that 2 times platinum. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. I hope Nintendo adds Kingdom of Hyrule or Donkey Kong Island to Mario Kart World. Hey, that'd be cool. I still think back to the pre-order night for Switch 2 when everyone was fighting to get the Switch 2. Oh my gosh. And it was so crazy. My GameStop pretty much just had it. Like I could have just went there, like literally like the next day they had it. Nobody went to that one. So yeah. But my brother got me one and I also got one. So I was able to, you know, have my pre-orders set. So yeah, it was good. Switch 2 pre-orders were crazy, man. They were crazy. Switch 1 pre-orders were not crazy. People were like, this system's gonna flop, it's gonna fail. The Switch 1 pre-orders were funny because it was right after the 2017 Nintendo presentation. Like, oh, you can pre-order that. It's like, who's gonna pre-order this? There's no games, there's no third-party support. Nintendo's behind. Oh, you're a fanboy if you buy this. People just getting angry, like they always get angry. This is before what was known as grifters. This was before the grift arc, right? Before we knew about the grift arc. And yeah, people were making videos. Oh, Nintendo, they learned nothing from the Wii U, and so it was really easy to pre-order a Switch. Like I just went on Best Buy, I pre-ordered it, and that was that. And they sold out of pre-orders, but like Nintendo didn't know how many people were gonna buy this thing. Like it wasn't like there was a ton of pre-orders at each store. It wasn't until everyone started buying pre-orders and like oh, wait a minute, hold up, this might be actually pretty lit. And people were like, okay, well, I want to pre-order it now. So it was like word of mouth pre-ordering. Like other people were like, okay, well, I'm gonna pre-order. Well, no, I'm gonna pre-order. You know, so that's what ended up happening. And then scalping started happening too. You know, so there was that. So yeah. Yeah, Nintendo I think Nintendo actually made less Nintendo Wiis than they did the Switch 2. Or sorry, Switch 1. No, I know it was less than the Switch 2, but I think they made less Nintendo Wiis than they did like the Switch. They had 2 million Switch 1 systems for the first month or so. That wasn't enough. I think Nintendo actually made less than that with the Wii. I think they probably made like 1.5 million or something. So that's why there was severe supply constraints for like a while with the Wii. But they never had enough to the point to where they sold like crazy. Like they just get a shipment in, then it would sell out very quickly. Get a shipment in, but the shipments weren't as big as like the Switch 2 shipments for sure. They had like way more stock of Switch 2. Walmart gave me a soda and chips. Yes, I got a soda and chips with my Switch 2 pre-order as well. I remember when I got mine, they sent the bag and I had some chips and a drink. I had some chips and a drink in there as well. Some Pringles. That was pretty cool. Road taking was what guided us to the light. That was the Switch 1 back in 2017. Yeah, we needed a lot of road taking back then. That was great, you know. That was great. Nintendo just didn't anticipate Switch 1 being as popular as it was. So, yeah, that's what happened there. That's what happened there overall. I got my little bro a Switch in 2020. Called 5 different stores to get it got on a wait list in 2020. How could you get on a wait list in 2020? There was definitely Switch systems out and about in 2020. I mean, there was some chip shortage stuff, so sometimes they're definitely gonna, like, depending on where you live, maybe, I don't know, maybe there was something there. So yeah. I'm actually jealous of my best friend. I bought him the Switch 2 from Micro Center for $3.99 price. Nice. Got a good deal on that. Was it just the regular, so you got $50 off, or did you get the Mario Kart one? The Grifter arc is really the post-COVID 2020 thing. I think really the Grifter arc didn't really start till like the Nintendo Switch 2 Grifter arc really started this year. But like the Nintendo Grifter arc, like, to me, it felt more organic before. Like, now it just feels like it's manufactured for views. Because people saw, like, how many views people were getting. And said, oh, I can make views doing this. You know? Yeah, like, you know, I get it, though, you know? Like, I get it. I get why people are doing that. You know? So, yeah. Yeah, the regular one, because I already had an extra copy of Metroid Prime 4. Nice. The Switch was hard to find in my area during the pandemic, too. It took me a while to get a full Switch beside the light. I ended up getting Animal Crossing one, but now I have the white OLED. Nice. Yeah, like, I guess, yeah, during the pandemic, there was a chip shortage. So Nintendo Switch 1 was affected by that, too. So yeah. That was definitely affected by it. Make sure you guys hit that like button too, though. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. We still got about a little bit less than 15 minutes left in the stream. So if you guys haven't got your questions in or hit that like button, do a solid for me. 15 combos away. If you're gonna drop a dono, make sure you put your music request as well, so I can get your music request in this last 15 minutes or so of the stream. How well do you think the Wilds is going to run on the Switch 2? I mean, I don't think they'd bring it out on Switch 2 unless it was going to run at least at 30 FPS or run okay. So I'm guessing it'll run fine. Let's see it. The regular one, because I already had the extra. Okay, I already read that. Shout out to Chrono Rig. Let's go. Grifter arc post-COVID. I wasn't really into, like, I don't remember the Grifter videos or like the videos like that from post-COVID. Like, I don't know. I just don't remember as much of that as I do like now with the Switch. Like, Switch 2 was so crazy with grift videos. Like, it was to the point to where it was like, it was absurd. You have people just straight up lying, or just, if they don't know, they'll just say whatever they want to say, you know? So I think it's just gotten crazy. I think 2025 was the year that people really realized they can make like a lot of money lying and grifting, you know? So yeah. 30 FPS slop-a-rooney. I didn't find out about grifters until you guys mentioned them here. Yeah, like that's why I don't really try to mention them too much. Like I don't know why people keep mentioning the same people. Like why? What's the point? Like a lot of these people, once again, they're weird. They're just, like I said, they're doing stuff for a reason. So there's no point in mentioning them. Legit criticism is cool. I have no problem with that. But like lying and exaggerating, you know, to for your YouTube vids, that's fine. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. But I call it a grift, you know. Shout outs to Justin with the $3 dono. Let's go.
The grifter arc halfway started when Steam Deck was announced.
You know what? Oh, Justin, you are 100% right. Yeah, that's when Steam Deck was announced back in, like, what was that, 2022 or 2021? Or I think, yeah, definitely 2021 or 2020. Whenever that it started around then, because people all of a sudden got bold. I saw videos of people saying that the Steam Deck makes the Switch OLED irrelevant. So this was before 2021. I saw videos. I saw people's titles. I saw people hooping and hollering, dressing up in stupid banana suits, and doing all this hooping and hollering and dancing and jiving and shucking and jiving and all this stupid nonsense for the Steam Deck somehow going to outsell or somehow going to make the Switch OLED irrelevant. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is this moron talking about? You know, like, like the Switch at that point, the Switch 1 had already sold like 100 million systems or something like that. It had already sold really good. It had games coming out. Like, that made no sense to me. Like, what's this moron hooping and hollering about? It's not gonna, like, listen, everybody's entitled to an opinion, but this just seems ridiculous. And the Steam Deck got bodied so bad, it was like the dude from freaking Training Day. Remember that part in Training Day? Like, remember? Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, remember? I mean, do they show it here? Oh man. Oh man, I don't know if I can show it. But I mean, like, this is basically the Steam Deck, bro. This is basically what happened. This is what happened, bro. I mean, hold up. Uh-oh. This is not for kids, guys. Not for kids. That's that. I mean, I won't show what happens after, but that was essentially what happened. It just got absolutely. It got. We called that back in my day. We called that getting Training Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody just, this game. It was like Michael Jackson's song. What about us? No, I ain't gonna show the part with Denzel. I ain't gonna show that part. That part makes me sad. I ain't gonna show it. But yeah, that was like Training Day, bro. It got absolutely, bro. It got freaking bodied, dude. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, it was not even close. But we had some people even saying the Steam Deck is gonna be like the next iPhone. I even saw vids. Some people saying that, like, iPhone and Switch is irrelevant now. I'm like, man, y'all being extra for no reason. Like, there ain't no need to make these big proclamations about some Sega Game Gear looking PC handheld. Sure, will some people like it? Absolutely, but you don't got to go off the deep end out here talking about it's going to make stuff irrelevant. And because a lot of PC people think that everybody thinks that PC's greater than toilet paper and food and water and shelter. It's like most people don't think that, bro. So so yeah, I remember seeing that, and it was just weird to me, bro. It was just weird. So yeah, I agree with Justin. Like the what's it called? The the grifter arc started around that time period. Yeah, it had to have, because that's really what was happening there. That was really kind of what was happening overall, you know? Steam Deck is good, but it was never gonna outdo the Switch. Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, it was never gonna like, people were saying that it was gonna make Switch irrelevant. People were saying that it's gonna be the next iPhone. Like, no, like that was the crazy stuff that some people were saying about the Switch, or about the Steam Deck. And yeah, that didn't happen. You know? They got training day. It got absolutely blown to smithereens in sales. Now, do I care about that? No. Like, I didn't make any money from Steam Deck getting its ish pushed. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't want to show this training. What I wanted to show was the scene with you ever got your ish pushed in? But that was a little bit too much. With that Vatos Locos got with that one Mexican dude. The bathtub. Hey man, you ever get your That's what happened to this thing. I was like, hold up, I can't show that. Y'all, if you haven't seen Training Day, go watch Training Day, bro. That movie's awesome. That's what first came into my mind, was that scene, bro. But no, I can't show that. But that was funny, bro. That's what actually happened, though. But nobody saved him, though. They didn't save him, though. They just let it. But y'all know, it's the same Mexican dude in every scene. He's always the crazy Vato Locos. He's always the crazy Mexican dude. Like, in every gang movie, it's the same guy. I love that dude. He's like, in the 90s and in the 2000s, when you needed a crazy dude, La Raza, when you needed one, he was the guy to go to. There was like two dudes. It was like the same two dudes every time, bro, in the 90s and the 2000s. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Hector is like Hector and his homie. It was the same dude every time, man. It was so good. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. It was so good, man. It was so good. Shout outs to Training Day. Oh man. I think the PC grift got worse because Xbox fans jumping ship to it. Yeah, since Xbox becoming more like PC, everything has to. Yeah, I saw Kid Smooth say that he jumped to PC too. So yeah. Yep, him and the machete guy. Yeah, man. Like every time, bro. It's the same two dudes. Like in the 90s and the 2000s. Training Day, I think, was early 2000s. So yeah, like. You weren't legitimate unless you had those two guys there. Like, unless you're not a real La Raza. You're not a real, for real. Like, yeah, you got the real peeps here. I love that stuff, though, man. I was all about that stuff. Like the movies like Training Day. Oh man, such a good movie. You need people that look the part, And these Steam Deck fanboys just compare things that Steam Deck does better than Switch and Switch 2. Important stuff like sales exclusives doesn't matter. Yeah, I think at this point, if you're looking at the comparisons, I mean, Switch 2 is a dedicated system, so it's hard to compare. But for me, Like, I get the appeal of the Steam Deck. I think Steam Deck's a great piece of kit for like what it does, but it's just not for me. Like, I don't feel like tinkering, so I'm not a Tinkerbell, so I don't really need to be. I don't really need to be, I don't need a Steam Deck, but for other people, absolutely. I get why other people would want it, or why they'd work with it, or why it'd do well, or whatever, so yeah. That scene is also applicable to Sonic. Sonic Crossworlds, bro. I mean, listen. I mean, yeah, to a degree, yeah. I don't know. I like the training day that like the Steam Deck got. They don't announce sales numbers. I mean, we did get some sales numbers, but it's like somewhat of an equivalent of a. But no, the training day that the Steam Deck got is actually worse. Because the Switch 2, from the numbers that we know, we can just give Steam Deck 5 million. The Switch 2 is sold like 200 times more. The Switch 2 is sold like how many times more than it? I mean, like, if you just look at the sales numbers overall, let me see here. So let's just see, let's just give it, let's just give it this. Divided by 5. Yeah, it sold, sorry, not 100 times, I'm stupid. It sold like the Switch 2, or the Switch 1 is sold like 30 times more than the Steam Deck. So like it got blown out. Like, Mario Kart World hasn't sold 30 times more than Sonic. Right now it's looking like Sonic to Mario Kart World is like maybe like 10-1, or about 9-1 or 10-1, somewhere in that range, maybe 8-1 after the holiday. I don't know. We got to see it. But I mean, one of them's bundled with the system, so there's also that. But yeah, it got cooked for sure. But it didn't get cooked that bad. That was cookage. 30 times more. I mean, that's an absolute body bag, bro. That's a body bag. You ever get your Steam Deck pushed? That a crazy Nintendo fanboy going, tattoos of Mario and Princess Peach, shaved bald head with the Bowser flames on his head, twisting Gabe Newell's arm in the bathtub, dunking Gabe Newell's head in the bathtub. Miyamoto. Miyamoto. Who's it? Shuntaro Furukawa Miyamoto and Kimishima dunking his head. Yeah, this ain't Steam, little boy. They drove there. They drove there with Xbox. Xbox sold Steam Deck out. They said, yeah, man, I'll be right back. I got to go grab something. Phil Spencer said, I got to go grab something, Gabe. I'll be right back. Left them in there with them Nintendo Vatos Locos. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see. It's when you use the word tinker, these PC dudes laugh by saying they don't use the word tinker. Weirdos. Tinker. I'll say it a million times. I don't care. I do not give, guys. Listen, Monado, and everybody here. I do not give a damn about any PC schizo or any clipper or any weirdo people. Like, I come here, I do my stream, I do my vids, I cut it off, and I spend time with my family, and I enjoy or whatever, bro. I ain't worried about no damn PC weirdos, bro. I just like to make jokes and have a little bit of fun, but I don't care what they do. I don't care what vids they make. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they eat for dinner. I don't care what video games they play. I don't care how old their mom is. I don't care how many brothers or sisters they got. I don't care what games they play, how they buy their games, where they buy their games. I don't care if they steal games, don't steal games, hack games, pirate games. Bro, I do not care about these randos, bro. I really don't. Like, I come here, I make a little bit of jokes and fun. I have fun with it, but the second I cut this thing off, bro, I am not caring about no damn PC people, bro. Like, it's I never have, never will. Don't waste your time, man. I don't care about any. To be honest, bro, I only care about people here. That's the only people I care about. If you hear or if you watch my vids, I care about you. Or if you are someone, if you're a good person, obviously I don't want nothing bad to happen to anybody. But when it comes to video game stuff, when it comes to community and people out there, bro, I only care about people here. I don't care about anybody else that's outside. Anybody wants to talk, make videos, do whatever, have at it. Clip, have fun. I don't care. Just, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like I got what I need. So I don't really care about anything else. I care about the people that are here. I care about what you guys are doing. You know, like people that mess with me, I mess with you guys, you know? So I don't care about PC peeps. I don't care about those people. And if you're somebody here that likes PC and all that, then yeah, I care about you. If you playing something on PC, cool. Like, tell me what you're playing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm down. Like, I'm down for that. But I don't care about people on the outside. Like I said, big mouths, loud mouths. No, I don't, bro. I don't care about none of them. Like, I don't care about none of them crusty people. Like, go sit down on your PC, play all the games that you want. Nobody cares. Like, just like nobody cared when Steam Deck came out. Nobody, no Nintendo Switch owners were, nobody cares, bro. Ain't nobody been caring. And then they call you names if you don't care, or they'll call you names if you just sit there and talk like, okay, well, whatever, you know? Like, or if you just say, oh, well, I don't think it's going to do well, or I don't think it's going to do as good. You get called every single name in the book. That's fine, too. Good. I like being right. So I was right about Switch 1. I was right about Switch 2. I'll be right about Switch 2. Next year, I'll be right about Switch 2. I'll be right about lots of things. I'm wrong about some things, but I'm right about the main things. So that's all that matters right now. I was about the training day of the Falcons. Shout outs to Gaben. Shout outs to Gaben. Appreciate you, Psycho Pie. 79 months. We out here, bro. We out here, bro. We out here. Yeah, it's close now. 17-24. It's actually a game now. So yeah. Rams about to come back, which I said they didn't have a huge lead, so I said they can definitely come back. Omega Zed, thank you for the 2 months membership. Appreciate that. Shout outs to the combo breaks. 12 combos away from a 2 times platinum. We got a little bit of time left. Actually, I don't know how much time left we have. Actually, we already went past our 3-hour time limit. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to the stream. Okay, we got one more song request here. One more song request from Simeon Coin with the 3. Says, you're going to start a riot. LOL. I get it, though. Mega Man 7 Frost. Bro, I have all sorts of people clipping me and complaining and calling me names. I don't care. Like, I never will care either. Because a grown man don't need to sit there and care about drama queens online clipping and doing all sorts of weird stuff. Like, no grown man's going to care. Like I said, I'll care. If you ever want to take it a little step further, want to put some money down the line, want a box, for the people that hate me or whatever, hey man, I'm down. Like, put some 5 to 10K. Let's do it at too many games. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for that. But, you know, outside of that, I don't care. So it's all good. If what I say causes you to be upset or throws a riot or whatever, then I would say that you get upset too easily. So for example, when people do crazy stuff, you know, when I see crazy grift videos or when I see crazy stuff, I don't sit there and try to, you know, say that everybody should be against the platform or everybody should be against this or everybody should be against that. I think it's weird. I just don't buy something. I just say, oh, I'm good, you know, but hey, I get it. You know, the YouTube views and all that stuff, you know? All right, let's go. Shout outs to the Frostman. Mega Man 7. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, Simeon Coin, with the $3 dono. 91 on the board. So yo, we out here, bro. Maybe in this next one we get a 9 combos, we get the 2 times platinum combo. Let's go, full 2. I was in a semi interested in Monster Hunter when I had a demo on the 3DS. Is Wilds better than prior entries? Yes and no. Justin with another 3 coming through.
I beat Trails in the Sky, and now I'm a Trails fan. Lol.
Yeah, I'm still going through it, man. I need to really make some progress this week in Trails in the Sky. Like, I'm hoping to make some... I'm hoping to make some good progress this week in the game. Grift videos equals 3 dots. Don't recommend for me now. Yeah, that's what I talked about. Ken Rule. That's what I said. I'll tell you guys again, man. Like, if you ever see Grift vids and like you don't like what they're saying or you feel like it's out of line or they're not being constructive. That's all you got to do is this right here, man. All you got to do is just let me show you guys real quick for those who don't know. All you got to do is just click on the 3 little tabs here. Actually, no, that's a playlist. So just click on this and then just go to don't recommend channel. Boom. And then the algorithms just starts getting those grift vids off your homepage, off your feed and stuff. So I don't really get any grift. I used to get a lot of grift videos, you know, on Nintendo stuff. But I no longer I can no longer agree to that, you know. So for me, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Now I just get like a lot of sports videos, and I get a lot of other types of like rumor videos sometimes and other things, but I don't really get a lot of grip videos. As all that. So yeah. Yeah, if you want to get rid of that dude, just hit the 3 buttons and just put that. Yeah, that guy's videos are out crazy. So I would just do this. I would just do that. If I were you. But yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out. Z-Lord is perfectly sane. I disagree based on some of the things that he said. I disagree. I think he's grifting personally, but like I said, you have a difference of opinion. If you think that he's fine and all that, that's fine. I mean, I think his explanation for clickbaiting Miyamoto videos is ridiculous. Well, I gotta blame somebody, and people know who Miyamoto is, so I'm gonna make
stream cleanup.
I'm gonna make videos with Miyamoto in the thumbnail because people know him. That sounds like grifting clickbait. It can have nothing to do with Miyamoto, but Miyamoto's in the thumbnail shooting laser beams and crazy stuff like that. That sounds like a grift extreme to me. But if you think that's perfectly sane, putting Miyamoto in thumbnails when he has nothing to do with the subject topic and just using him because he knows people will click on him, I mean, I guess, but that sounds like a grift to me. Sounds like a grift to me. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the combo breaks and also the limit break. Let's play it again. So yeah, but maybe I should just start putting Miyamoto in my thumbnails and saying, and being angry and saying, well, Miyamoto has nothing to do with whatever I'm mad at, but you know what? People know who he is. Nobody knows who Shuntaro Furukawa is, so I can't use that because that's not a clickbaity thumbnail. So I gotta use Miyamoto. So, but Miyamoto has nothing to do with that. I don't know. I'm blaming somebody. Okay, sure, perfectly sane. So yeah. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. Shout outs though, guys. Big love to Cyber Taurus. Thank you, man, for that combo breaks. Ending the stream on there. So big love to Cyber Taurus. Shout outs to everybody here. We should be back tomorrow for another stream. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Big love to Justin, Party Man, Simeon Coin, everybody that dropped donos, Uncario, Massive Reek, and all the JoJo boys. Yo, we out here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you guys for being great. You guys are incredible. And yeah, man, I'm gonna see you guys for tomorrow's stream. Big love to all the Elite Ninjas. Make sure you guys check out my most recent video. I had a new video drop today. I thought it was a good video. I talk about a big 2026. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you check it out. So yeah, here we go. We might not have a stream. Actually, I'm looking at, okay, so New Year's is Wednesday night to Thursday. So we might not have a stream tomorrow. Then I'll probably just gear up to have a stream on Wednesday night. So I might take tomorrow off. I might not. Just depends. We'll see. Or I might just stream all the way through and just maybe take Thursday off or something like that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. Yeah, Miyamoto just does movies and like Pikmin shorts and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, shout outs, guys. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. I appreciate that. And we'll see you guys. Check out my most recent video. Go watch my video. It's fun. So if you want to watch that vid, you can. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. And yeah, we will see you guys.